You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's going on, family? It's that boy, Coach Malachi, in the building. And we are back. Too Many Podcasts. We back up in here, man. We back up in here. Yeah, man, I was looking at something, man. I was trying to find some of my old sounds, and I'm like, damn, what did I do with my siren? I had the siren, and I forgot what I did with it. I gotta go back and reload it or something. You get what I'm saying? So you know it is what it is, man. Hey, man, today is bittersweet for me. Today is bittersweet for me. I'm gonna tell you why, because today's discussion has been pretty much a big part of the psychological distress that I've been going through since I've been on YouTube. It's been the angst of a lot of issues that I've been through, throughout my journey on social media. You get what I'm saying? This particular topic right here, you know what I mean, is something that it pains me to do. However, it's like a father chastising a son. And in the land of Wakanda, the people of the land are called Wakandites, right? In the land of Wakanda, you have the Wakandites. It's like in the land of America, you have Americans. It's like in the land of China, you have Chinese. It's like in the land of Mexico, you have Mexicans. Well, in the land of Wakanda, we have Wakandites. True. Now, the Wakandite nation is a very, very, very special group of people. Very special group of people. The Wakandite nation. They're very special. Some way say that, now they're not the brightest individuals in the world. They're not the brightest. And even though some of them think they smarter than the motherfucker, but they're not the brightest because they lack critical thinking skills. When a human being is devoid of critical thinking skills, the number one element that one must have in order to be considered intelligent, that's the number one element out of many others. They lack critical thinking skills. And when you mix lack of critical thinking skills with low IQ, you get Wakandites. True. They argue about some of the dumbest stuff. If you go online and you used to do a survey and you look at some of the most buffoons in boxing, you would be hard pressed not to find the Shea Butter laptop revolutionaries, the Shea Butters, Wakandites. I used to call them Wakanda ninjas. What I had? I had the Shea Butters. Well, I used to call them everything. You know, Shea Butter laptop revolutionaries. I call them the Shea Butters, the Wakandites, the Wakanda ninjas. Let's see what else we got. The slow learning disability. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Slow learning disability. Like, bro, like they the first ones that want to argue. The first ones that want to threaten you. The first ones that's gonna do all that talking about what they gonna do, but but guess what? They ain't gonna do shit. True. So I'm like, okay. Let's get this. Matter of fact, let's get this party started today. Now, phone line's gonna be open. Floyd Mayweather sues Showtime for $340 million. Says Showtime paid Al Haymon his money. This lawsuit. I don't see nobody at the PBC complaining. Everybody at the PBC getting money. What you talking about? You hating on the black man. Remember they used to tell me all of that? I said, you do know that Al Haymon, them contracts he got, he have a DNA? Not a DNA, what they call it, an NDA? You can't say nothing disparaging about Al without getting locked. You know what I mean? That's against the contract. Now, AB said something later on after he was broke and left. But shit, don't nobody pay AB no attention. In the contract, it also says that you must thank Al Haymon before you thank your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your wife, your children, your baby mama, God, Allah, Moses, Buddha. Everybody at the PBC, they thank Al Haymon first. True. Shout out to Keisha. Now, some people in the chat, they don't been with me for years. They know where I'm going at with this. I got the receipts. All of them. But I don't want to have to relitigate everything all over again. I'm going to summarize it for you. See, it's just so much to unpack. Al Haymon comes from the music industry. If you know anything about, I remember Al Haymon when we had the Fresh Fest. Tell him my age. Y'all remember the Fresh Fest? Houdini was on there, Run DMC. You know what I'm saying? Al Haymon was a promoter. I remember goddamn the Budweiser Superfest, Al Haymon. The Jacksons came back together. They did the Victory Tour. That's when Jermaine came back. Yeah. I remember all of that. Uncle Al did a lot of shady business in music. A lot of shady business. He got ran up out the game. So guess what he did? About round 2000, I think he found a fighter by the name of Vernon Forrester. He was, I didn't think he found him then, but he was managing him and all that stuff there. He hit a lick. Vernon Forrester beat Sugar Shane Mosley twice. True. Twice. He hit a lick. Remember Floyd? I used to be like, first of all, I want to thank Al Haymon. If you're doing business with Al, you're doing business with me. Me and Al Haymon are inseparable. We're like two peas in a pod. Y'all remember those days? You diggity dig. I'm finna listen. Hey yo, Q. I'm finna go on a 30-month run. And this my babe, bro. AB. All about the billions. All about the business. All about the Benjamins. This babe, bro. This my babe, bro. AB. And I'm finna go on like babe, bro. Babe, bro, come to me. He say, hey, baby. He say, hey, big bro. I say, what's up, babe, bro? He say, you think I need to move up to 140? I say, damn, babe, bro. They trying to get you to move up to fight me. You know what I mean? But no, big bro, just take care of them kids down there because I'm on a 30-month run and he's up on a 30-month run or some shit. And I'm finna get all the bank. You did, you diggity did. Y'all remember those days?
True.
Yeah. I remember like it was yesterday. Sure enough, dude. I remember niggas sending me gun emojis about Showtime, Al Haymon, the PBC, and Floyd Mayweather. I remember niggas telling me I better not go to the fight about certain PBC fighters. I said, them niggas alcoholics over there. Oh, don't be hating on the black man. Cause so what? He ain't no alcoholic. He just drinking, enjoying himself. I said, you do know that he was drunk leaving the club and he got in that car and almost murked himself. So you don't think that somebody should have been telling him, holding him accountable to make sure he don't harm himself? Oh, nigga, we don't care about no accountability. No, we Wakandites. We Haymonites. We shea butters. We don't care nothing about no accountability. What's accountability? I said, okay. Okay. It's cool. I remember the time Terence Crawford, my brother, me and him had this good conversation about this whole PBC fiasco when he beat Errol Spence. He can't stand no mofos with a passion. He said, yeah, man, before I made the deal, Al was like, trying to, give me this effed up contract and this and that. And, he stalled me out so much. I was just wondering like, okay, I'll take the deal or whatever, And he said, nah, but you can't fight the rest of 2022. You sign this contract. You got to wait the next year, 2023 to fight. And he was like, man, nah, he walked away. Went and fought, got the 10 million from, BLK Prime, came back to the table, Al with the same fugazi stuff. And he said, I remember it like it was yesterday. What's the old crusher nigga name that be choking on cigarettes? KQKC. I hate to do it to you, brother, but I got to tell the truth. I remember, because he hate Crawford, you know what I mean? He love Tank. He one of them old crusher niggas that love Tank, you know what I mean? Got a Tank Davis G-string, he probably got a Tank Davis thong going right now. Anyways, well, Crawford, so Bud was like, hey man, cause Bud is his own promoter. And he got a hell of a team he worked with. You got Ish, hell of an agent, Ishmael Henson. And then, he got one of the baddest lawyers in the game, Jewish lawyers. And he said, okay, but look, man, you saying that you want me to take this much amount of money because Errol Spence do these numbers. If you saying he doing these 300 and 400,000 pay-per-view buys and I ain't doing nothing and he doing all these big gates and I ain't doing no big gates and you gonna pay me according to what he be making. So, but Terence Crawford, the boy from Omaha, Nebraska, they thought he was a dumb country nigga. Black Freeze is what I call him. He said, okay, man, well, I need to see the books so I know that I'm getting paid fairly according to what you're saying. Because you're telling me these are the numbers that Errol Spence are doing. I want to see the books. Nigga, who you think you is? I'm Al Haymon. You ain't gonna see no books. What books? And I remember, boy shot the video talking about that. KQKC. I remember like we yesterday and all the other Wakanda niggas out there. Who he think he is? Actually, Al Haymon is see the books. Nigga, you ain't nobody. Matter of fact, Al Haymon, just take whatever I give you. It's going to be 10 times more than what you made anyways with Top Rank.
True.
Remember that. Oh, I remember that. I remember it like it was yesterday. Bud say, that's when things look official to me. Damn, I want me to check the books. So he went directly and got with Errol Spence. He said, Spence, look here, baby boy, check it out. This what's going on with Al, man. Man, let's make the fight happen, bro. And that's what Spence hired Fighters First Management. Fighters First Management, he got with them, and they made that fight. And Bud had his contract negotiated to where when the fight over with, he got his upfront money and whatever the pay-per-views generated, he got paid from that. It didn't go through Al. His payment wasn't tied to when Al paid him. He had his deal. His people had his deal structured to, well, you know what? When this shit hit, you gonna get all yours. Now, whether Errol Spence, I don't know. Because, you know, Al Haymon keep them niggas money, and he get them monthly allowances on their money. Adrian Broner blowed the top up on that, but y'all said he was crazy. He just hating because he blowed his money. He just hate. No, that's true. I talk to a lot of PBC people all the time on this phone. Nigga, I got connections. I talk to these people. So, yeah, you know, y'all talking about the back. Y'all remember the back end? Yeah, the back end. Shit, the back end, wait, he gonna get another 20-30 on the back end. The back end, huh? Yeah, but hey, listen, you had 2-figure niggas online arguing with me. You got a net worth of 2 figures. You trying to break down contracts and words you ain't never heard of. I'm just saying, you know, she Al smart. You know, he know what I mean? Like, he take the money, he invest the money in junk bonds. And Crawford ain't making no money, and Errol making all the money. And I'm like, these fools. True. These fools. When Canelo went over there to the PBC, Canelo wasn't no fool. He like, nah, puto. I need 35 million in up front in escrow. And then I get a percentage of the back end, but it's not tied to you. Canelo went over there. He like, okay, look, we gonna do this partnership. I need 35 mil. In every fight I have with you, I need the 3 fights. I need 35 mil in escrow before I even start doing jump ropes. Them other PBC niggas wasn't getting paid like that. Tank Davis wasn't getting paid like that. L. Spence, the Charlos wasn't getting paid like that. Guess what? Canelo got 35 up front. True. I remember that. I remember when they said Terence Crawford was a bad businessman because he did not get fucked. He was a bad businessman for not trusting Al Haymon. He was a bad businessman for not following along blindly. You know what I mean? Trusting Al. And guess what? Terence Crawford was the only fighter that I heard, you know, up until that point that fought on the PBC card, and he did not thank Al Haymon. When he whooped goddamn Errol Spence ass, and then before the ass whooping, the press conference and the lead up, he didn't thank Al Haymon, and after the fight, he didn't thank Al Haymon. True. He didn't thank Al Haymon. Al can't stand Terence Crawford, from what I've heard. They say, goddamn it, when Tank Davis was on the run down in Miami, and I heard he got another warrant out for his arrest. Be on the lookout for that show. All you Take a maniacs who was in my, yeah, I told y'all wasn't that gonna happen to Tank. Yeah, nigga, yeah, you shit, yeah, hey, gang. Oh, he got another one for his arrest for violation of probation? Oh, man. Yeah, them silly niggas. I got some for y'all too. True. Yeah, I got some for y'all too. Yeah, I ain't playing. One thing about me, man, we team fuck the other side, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of them. I don't. None of them. Not now, none of them. We toe tag and body bag over here. We destroy boxing communities. We destroy fan bases. That's what I do over here. You know what I mean? Better ask somebody. You better raise up. I'm telling you, better ask somebody now. I'm not the 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Anyway, listen. Boy, I remember like it was yesterday. Ain't nobody complaining over there at the PBC. Oh, they not? Floyd Mayweather he grossed $1 billion in boxing. Grossed $1 billion, huh? Well, he's suing Showtime for $340 million. And Stephen Espinoza, Al Haymon's right-hand man. And according to the lawsuit, Stephen Espinoza, Showtime, conspired with Floyd Mayweather's ex-manager, not Jay Prince, The guy he had after Jay Prince. Stephen Espinoza conspired with Floyd's ex-manager. When Floyd got paid for the Pacquiao and Conor McGregor fight, the money was diverted to accounts that Al Haymon controlled. Floyd gave this nigga power of attorney over his business, over his money. The advisor. But Terence Crawford made bad business moves. He a bad business man. He bad business. So says a nigga who got a net worth of 2 figures, making minimum wage. You don't even know how to negotiate, how to get a 75-cent raise on your job. But you gonna tell a multi-millionaire, a man who got a net worth of 8 figures, that he doing bad business and he don't know how to negotiate a contract. Nigga, you won't even know the employee handbook, let alone a contract look like. True. What's an employee? What's on page 3? Tell me what's on the employee handbook at your job, dog. Tell me about that. You talking to me about contracts and shit. You ain't never seen nobody's contract. Tell me what's in the employee handbook on page 3. Mr. 2-figure net worth. Only on YouTube. Listen, only on YouTube. Only on social media. Bro, these Wakanda niggas, oh my God, boy. Whew. Anyways. Let's get into it. In a recent news release, TMZ revealed that Floyd almost broke Mayweather is suing Showtime for $340 million. Now, according to the lawsuit, Floyd accuses Showtime and Al Haymon of stealing hundreds of millions of dollars from him. Al Haymon name wasn't in the contract. Was in the lawsuit. Matter of fact, it said his former manager. Who was his manager? Me and Al, it's like 2 peas in a pod. When you see me, you see Al. When you see Al, you see me. Like I said before, if you're doing that business with Al Haymon, you're doing business with me. Mayweather promotes his PBC. We like one big happy family. You remember that? True. Yeah. You remember that? So I had a Wakandite to tell me today. He said, well, Floyd made $1 billion in boxing. So if he did get stiffed out of $340 million, he still got like $750 million left. I say, sir, it doesn't work that way. When you work and make money, especially the type of money that Floyd Mayweather makes, you have something called the IRS. The IRS, you got to pay taxes on that money. So I'll go down this rabbit hole with you. Half of that, a little bit more than half of that, is to them. Because what you gross and what you net. What you make and what you bring home is 2 different things. It ain't what you make, is what you can keep. Did you get what I'm saying? So I had to break it down to him because I looked like he would eat one of them Rolling Romero crayons, so I had to break it down to him. So I said, you understand that? You ever heard of taxes? He said, yeah, I got it. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Now, you have people you got to pay. You do? I said, yeah, you got to pay your manager. Train, you know what I'm saying? Trainer. He got a staff. He got people who work for him. They got to get paid, right? Yeah, that too. All right, cool. So I say, so according to Celebrity Net Worth, they say he had a net worth of $400 million. Okay, well, he still got $400 million. Yeah. However, if he's suing for $340 million, then maybe he ain't got them $400 million. He got a net worth of less than what he think. Al Haymon keeping all his money. What if this nigga woke up and realized, man, I ain't really got but $50 million? Not a good thing for Floyd, for the brother I spoke to today. Floyd owned all this, he got properties and stuff. He owned all this stuff, all his cars. So he got a lot of shit he can sell off. That's a lot of money, fam. That's a lot of bread. 50 Cent was trying to tell him the nigga couldn't read. Reading is fundamental. You got a smooth, slick black man out of Cleveland, Ohio, of all places. Cleveland. You know how Cleveland get down. Don King and all that. I love Don King. Nigga went to Harvard. He found the old Bama-ass nigga from Grand Rapids, Michigan. He's a great fighter. Phenomenal skill, talent. One of the best fighters America's ever produced. But it's not the smartest guy in the world. I know he said he made smart investments. His investments was Al Haymon, trusting what Al Haymon told him. I'm out. Is it any way I can see my bank account? Is it any way I can see my bank account? What happened to the other 200 million? The 200 million? Oh, Floyd, man, don't worry about it, man. We got you. I got you a skyscraper in New York. You know what I mean? We put a down payment on another skyscraper in Dubai. I don't diversify your portfolio, and we put it in some junk bonds. Like, you ain't gonna never be broke. You gonna be rich forever, baby, forever. That's what I'm talking about, Al. So so when you do the interview, what you gonna tell them? I make a lot of smart investments. You remember that there? And so all the stuff you heard Floyd say, smart investments, real estate. That's what Al told him. He would just regurgitate what Al was telling him. He wasn't checking the books. You gotta check the books. You can't use the same attorney that Al turned you on to back in the day, the same accountant that Al turned you on to back in the day, and then he say, "Yeah, I'm gonna be your advisor, baby. I'm gonna be your advisor, baby. Okay, baby. And you're gonna take my advice, okay, baby." See, that's what a pimp is. A pimp is an advisor. Advisor, motivational speaker. Hey, baby, how you doing, baby? Yes, daddy. Listen, baby, you want to get some money, baby? Yes, daddy, do you want to make me happy, baby? Yes, Al, I want to make you happy. Okay, baby, but let me tell you what, baby. Listen, I want you to sign this contract, okay? Do you trust me, baby? Yes, I trust you, Al, I trust you. Are you going to thank me every day, baby? Yes, I'm going to thank you first before I thank God, Allah, Moses, Buddha, everything, Jesus, everything, Al. Okay, baby, I'm going to sign this contract now. Now you know I got your best interests at heart, right? Now, you can't never say nothing bad about me, baby, okay? Okay, I'm going to pay you money. I'm going to give you some money in monthly installments, okay? Okay, don't worry about it, baby. Just tell them you make smart investments, baby, okay? Like Al came with the pimp game. These niggas online was talking this shea butter laptop revolutionary stuff. They was caught up on skin color. And I told them, they talking about something, because he was a black man, he was devoid of being a thief. Because he was a black man, he was devoid of stealing from other black people. Skin color don't make a thief. Y'all got caught up on this because y'all were trying to relitigate the 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s. Y'all thought this was your Wakanda moment. Y'all thought this was your Black Panther moment. The black brothers coming together getting the money. And I was telling y'all, no, dog, this ain't what this is, man. He, like this man don't came with the Machiavelli. He don't slid up on them. Like game recognized game. I was able to peep that from where I'm sitting at. But you were so blinded by the Wakandaness, and Al didn't show his face. Al didn't even talk. Don't none of these niggas know what Al Haymon sound like or look like right now in 2026. When you pull up a picture of Al Haymon, it's a picture from the 70s when the nigga had an afro. I said, y'all don't think that's strange? In the day and age, in this day and age of technology, there's cameras at the grocery store, cameras at the ATM machine, cameras at the light, people walking around everywhere with cell phones. Oh, that's Al, let's take a picture. All that stuff there. Ain't nobody spotted him want to take a picture. Ain't no photos nowhere of this dude. This dude is ghost. True. Can't none of your fighters find him now. Tank Davis was on the run in Miami. They said he went to Cleveland, went to the church that Al Haymon go to every Sunday to try to find Al. And if Al Haymon effed over Floyd Mayweather, his biggest cash cow, what the hell you think he did to Tank? That's a dumb nigga from Baltimore. Not because he's from Baltimore, but he's just not the most educated guy. He's a great fighter and all that stuff there, but outside of that, that's it. He can't read. He trusts Al Haymon. Y'all got to call Al. Call Al. He trusts Al Haymon with his money. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. What about Errol Spence? What about Mikey Garcia? Danny Garcia? I remember Wilder said, there was like a couple of years ago, he said, and another thing, promoters got to start paying their fighters money as soon as they make it. You know what I mean? They shouldn't have to wait to get their money. Well, the only promotional company that do that was PBC. Well, the advisory company. Al Haymon is smooth. I can't take nothing from him. He's smooth. But y'all got caught up in skin color politics. And I told you, when you playing with that kind of money that those people playing with at the top, the only color they see is green. Only broke niggas see skin color. When you up top, it's about the half and the have-nots. I live a higher status than you in society. You live on a lower status than me in society. So your paradigm is going to be totally different from my paradigm. You looking at Al Haymon and Floyd from a revolutionary fight the power, take it to the man standpoint. Floyd and Al is looking at it from I'm finna partner up with this Jewish guy. I'm finna partner up with these white guys. I'm finna get this money and we finna live the high life. I don't know what the hell them niggas at the bottom talking about.
True.
I tried to wake y'all up, but you attacked me. You called me coon. LDBC, Fagnon, you did all that. You sell out. Niggas was calling the show talking about what they been gonna do. You hating on Al Haymon. You hating on Stephen Espinoza. The Weasel. The Weasel is in the lawsuit. You hating on Stephen Espinoza. You don't want to see the black man come up. All that there. What you got to say now? How you like me now?
True.
How you like me now? I was right. And there's some more people that was right. That kind of like really helped me go down this path. It was CJ Goodfellow. Shout out to CJ. That dude know a lot of information, but I'm telling you. CJ Goodfellow TV, and Ring IQ. Jews over there, Ring IQ. They was talking about this before I even came on the scene. Just when I came on the scene, I came on in the thick of it. When it was all, you know what I mean? When it was like, I'm trying to tell you, boy. The PBC had social media on lock. Had the boxing voice on lock. The entire LDBC on lock. She go for non. It's like everybody got their marching orders and they was riding for the PBC. They was riding for Al Haymon. They was doing all of that. And it was just about probably like three of us were like, man, y'all can't see the forest for the trees. And then me, I took on the brunt of it. You know what I mean? Because I was the loudest voice. I had the slickest mouth. I was with the shits, and so all of them came at me. I'm talking about, bro, when I tell y'all don't understand, bro. I got the power. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all don't understand. I got the power, the entire forces of the LDBC attacking me from this way. I got Fagnon, the Fagnon Nation, Boss and Shigo Army, Dante's Boxing Nation Army, Aki TV Army. I had all these niggas coming from this way and all of them coming from that way. Some people from the boxing boys coming, you know what I mean? They were locked in with Al. They was locked in. I came on the scene I came on the scene. Hold on. Y'all want to see how I came on the scene? Wait a minute. I came on the scene like this.
Oh yeah, it ain't over, motherfuckers.
Came outside today, water on water, water. However you wanna play, choppers on choppers, I live at the bank, commas on commas, yeah. Paper route, Frank, hundreds on hundreds, yeah. What's that round my neck? Baggers on baggers, yeah. Just fucked up a check, fashion on fashion, yeah. Matching party, nothing but bitches on bitches. Bad, smoking smartish, why they shaking ass and titties? Shake it. Yellow, rose, white, gold. I got on 3 tones, chocolate bit, super thick, and
Yeah. I came on the scene like that. They ain't seen that like me. And probably never will. Before me, there was none. After me, there will be no more. True. I can promise you that. When I decide to go into the Hall of Fame and this shit and hang them up, I can promise you that. They're going to be like, boy, that was a hell of a nigga there, boy. That nigga Cole Malachi, boy, that was a hell of a nigga there, boy. Boy, he went on a run. That was a hell of a dude. That dude right there, I'm trying to tell you, boy, y'all don't understand. He changed the game. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Hey, guess what? They respect it now, though. They respect it. They didn't respect it before, but they respect it now.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All 3 of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
All right. As I said before, now Floyd is suing Showtime for $340 million. Now y'all check this out. I'm gonna show y'all the lawsuit. According to the lawsuit, Floyd accuses Showtime, of conspiring with his manager of stealing hundreds of millions of dollars from him. In the lawsuit, Floyd filed in California, which TMZ Sports had obtained, Mayweather states his determination to recover hundreds of millions of dollars in misappropriated funds and damages. So what if you think you got a certain amount of money, but the funds that you thought you had were misappropriated? Meaning put in places where it shouldn't be at. Shout out to Brandon Sweet Like Candy. Shout out to Highlight Space. Shout out to Mr. Ham. You misappropriated my funds that I entrusted you with. You conspired. Of course. So he's saying it was a conspiracy. You trying to tell me Al Haymon, the black man, was conspiring with Stephen Espinoza to steal your money? Not the black man. True. Yeah. I've been telling you niggas this shit for about 3 years, fam. For about 3 years, I've been telling y'all this. I got attacked. I ain't got no problem. I can handle the attacks. This shit was too easy. About 3-4 years. About 4 years I've been telling y'all this. What is 2020? Let's see. No, not 4 years. 2022. Yeah, 2022 up to now. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I got the receipts right here. I got a lot of videos I had made. I'm finna show you the titles and stuff. I'm finna show you. The Waddell and Reed. Y'all remember that? I did that whole presentation on Waddell and Reed. They said Al Haymon got damn near $1 billion for them people. In 2015. 500 and something million, and he got some more. And 87% of it was gone within that same year, 2015. True. Yeah. Anyways, Floyd Mayweather in the lawsuit, he describes as part of a long-standing, complex financial fraud scheme. So not only is he suing for conspiracy, he's saying that there was a financial fraud scheme. In the conspiracy, his former manager, Stephen Espinoza, and who was the president of Showtime, and Showtime, he said that they conspired. Al Haymon, Stephen, Showtime conspired and put together a scheme to deceive him in order to siphon $340 million from his pockets.
True.
And then to add insult to injury, Floyd Mayweather has a spending habit. He like to spend a lot of money. A lot of the cars he got, he owned it, and houses and stuff, he owned it. He like to spend a lot of money. He's addicted to spending and gambling. On top of what Al, that back end money, see, Al got the back end money. The back end. He teamed up with the white man, Stephen Espinoza, the weasel, to finesse his ass out of hundreds of millions. Did he? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyways. Additionally, Floyd Mayweather alleges that Haymon received significant support and assistance from Showtime and former Showtime Sports president Stephen Espinoza. In the lawsuit, he said he alleges that Haymon, not Bob M, the white man, not Bob M, but Haymon, the black man. Haymon received a significant support and assistance from from Showtime and former president of sports, Stephen Espinoza. See, sometimes you just got to let time go by. When you let time go by, then everything unfolds. The truth always come out. On YouTube, these niggas like to run with the narrative because they got cult-like followers. They personality worshipers. They worship the personality of Tank Davis. That's why he can't do no wrong. They worship the personality of Floyd Mayweather. They worship the personality of Wilder or Tyson Fury or certain other people. These guys are personality worshipers. So as long as you appeal to their affection and love for the person who they're worshiping, you got them. Al Haymon was a messiah-like figure to a certain tax bracket online. We'll just say that. He was a messiah-like figure to YouTube channels and their followers and subscribers alike. Yeah. That back end money, huh? Okay. Anyways, basically, Floyd is saying that his mentor, manager, and advisor is a thief who conspired with the white man, Stephen Espinoza, to defraud him of millions. But Floyd didn't sue Al Haymon. They say Al Haymon contract so tight, goddamn it. They say Al Haymon. They say them contracts that Al Haymon made them niggas over there at the PBC sign. It's tighter than snake ass.
True.
Don't get no tighter than snake ass. Well, I don't know. You have to ask a snake, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, guy, I can't sue Al now. You can't sue him. You can mention his name. You can say this and say that, but we can't sue him. Contract, you said you gave the nigga power of attorney. Y'all had the same account. He told you that your account is like his account. We making smart investments together. You was like a slush fund for Al Haymon. And everybody else who was getting allowances from the PBC. Call Al Haymon. You got to get in contact with Al first. He had them niggas fooled. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, so that's what he said. Now, Haymon has an MBA in economics and he graduated from Harvard University. Oh, this is a slick nigga here. Not only is he slick, he educated. And he brought that education to the music business. And after he got ran up out the music business for shady business practices, he came to boxing. And he put that education on fighters because most fighters are not the most bright people. No disrespect to boxers, but their strengths is what they can do physically. Their strength is I can throw the left and the right, I can fight inside the ring, and I can defend myself and all that stuff. That's their strength. But you know, when it comes to IQ, their IQ is left at the ring. Okay, some people have good IQs in the ring, but some of them, you know, are good inside the ring and outside the ring. Bernard Hopkins was good inside the ring and outside the ring. B-Hop was. Ali was good inside the ring and outside the ring as well. It just he was just too generous. He gave a lot of his money away to his faith. But Ali loved by the people, right? And then he ended up going broke, and he had to sell his name and likeness to a corporation. You know what I mean? So sometimes when people go broke, it's a lot of times it's a mismanagement of money as well on their behalf. Because if you don't control your spending, you know, then it is what it is. You can't tell a man how to spend his money. If you made $1 billion in boxing, and then you come to find out you ain't got the money you think you got, you a lot closer to the food stamp office than you thought you were. Like I said before, Leonard, Floyd, goddamn Floyd, I know it, Floyd, Leonard, come back to me, Leonard, come back to me. I can see Floyd and Leonard talking right now. Like I said before, Floyd. Yes, Leonard, yo, Floyd, you okay, Floyd? Oh, Leonard, this bad, it's so bad, Leonard, it's so bad. Al, I can't believe Al did this to me. Oh, Floyd, it has to be a misunderstanding, Floyd. I mean, Floyd, come on, Floyd, I would never do that to you. No, Leonard, he did it to me. He stuck this much meat up in me. He put the meat up in me, Leonard, from the back. He put the meat up in, what do you mean, Floyd, the meat? You know which meat I'm talking about, Leonard? We did it all the time. Yeah, Floyd, don't say I'm sorry about that, Floyd. Yeah, but Floyd, come on, Floyd, it's gonna be okay. Leonard, I need you to come back to Mayweather Promotions. But Floyd, you don't have any fighters. I know, Leonard. I know. We can start it all over again.
True.
Yeah, nigga try to bring Leonard back. He trying to bring Leonard back now. Yeah, you don't fire Leonard. You don't fire Leonard, hire Richard Schaefer, then Richard Schaefer leave you to go to Canelo. I'm like, boy, the ship's sinking like the Titanic over there. You get what I'm saying? Now, Floyd Mayweather is a talented but not so bright boxer from Grand Rapids, Michigan, who was taken advantage of by the brother man, Uncle Al. Now, I've done shows about Al Haymon and the PBC for years. I got attacked, called Coon, Uncle Tom, sell out. I got shooters, demon face emojis. You better not come to the fight. Shut up. You know what I'm talking? We got loan money. I'm going to put the magnum down. I got everything happened. Everything happened. I defeated every last one of them. It took me 4 years now. It took me about 3.5, 4 years. I destroyed every last one of them. I had the pukesters coming from the right. I had the pukesters coming from the left. I had pukesters coming from in front of me. I had pukesters coming from behind me, right? And I destroyed every last one of them.
True.
I swear for God, I did. Ask that 90s chick. That 90s chick was here, she'll tell you. Ask my man, ask Lisa Bells. Lisa Bells was here, she'll tell you. Ask Jamie, he was here, he'll tell you. Ask Green Eyes P, he was here, he'll tell you. Ask the lovely little Jessica, she was here, she'll tell you. And some people been rocking with me for a long time, they'll tell you. I talk that shit because I can. That's why I talk that shit, because I can. Anyway, and shout out to Brandon Sweet Like Candy. Anyways. So he got taken advantage of by Al Haymon, right? Now, I've spoken about Al Haymon. I've spoken about how Al Haymon robbed artists in the music industry. And how all of the PBC fight, and it said goddamn Beyonce even sued Al Haymon. You know what I mean? But I showed how he robbed artists in the music industry, and how all the PBC fighters signed NDAs stating that they could not say anything bad about Al. I don't see nobody, that's what these niggas tell me. I don't see nobody complaining. They was talking like these Wakanda ninjas online who was attacking me. They were talking like when you signed to the PBC, everybody was rich. They was in mansions. They were driving Lambos with through-a-thigh doors. Yeah, it was rich. I'll take care of everybody. And I'm like, fam, that don't even sound right. Even on a job, you're going to have a pecking order. Everybody don't get treated the same on the job. They were talking like, yeah, man. No back end. 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20. Take whatever we give you. And I said that this era of boxing fans, and these, especially the YouTube channels, bro, these people are fans of promotional companies and networks. I've never seen anything like this for my life. This is boxing. When I came up watching boxing, I ain't never seen no boxing fan talk about something. Yeah, dog, I ain't gonna watch Don King, because I ain't gonna watch none of his. I ain't gonna watch Mike Tyson because he over there with Don King, and if he ain't with Top Rank, I ain't gonna watch him. These dudes was game banging for promotional companies. They wasn't fans of boxing. They was fans of promotional companies. Listen, Al Haymon is a genius. This man started a cult-like following online without saying one word. How do you start a cult online without saying a word? Al didn't show his face and he didn't say one word. But the boxing boys, shout out to Ness, the entire LDBC, shout out to those guys. For Nan, shout out to him. Shigo, shout out to him. Ellie suck a nigga nutsack. No shout out to him. Fred Barbershop Conversations before he woke up. Shout out to them, you know what I mean? You don't like the nigga, but whatever. Yeah, all he do, it was an army of them, fam. And all of them used to come over here. I was like Neo in the Matrix on this shit. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like I was in my prime at that time. I was in my prime. Guess what? Ring IQ was right. Goodfella TV was right. Fred Barbershop Conversations was right. And Coach Malachi was right. And there's some more people out there. Rick Glazer. They're going broke, man. Rick Glazer been hating a long time. But Rick, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And then Oscar De La Hoya talking about something. Yeah, me and Al Haymon are back together again. We made up. We're going to do some great fights together. Who want to fuck with Al now? Listen, if Al Haymon fucked Floyd Mayweather, what you think he did to the rest of them niggas? You think he was honest with Errol Spence? Oh, you think he treated Tank Davis right, huh? If he got Floyd, the guy who built the PBC, Floyd Mayweather for the most part, because of Albert connection to him, you know what I mean? For the most part. Oh, Lord have mercy, Lord, and can't nobody find him. I spoke to Trump last week. I spoke to Trump last week. I say, Trump, check this out. You around here rounding people up. Look, we trying to find Al Haymon. Is there any way you can? We trying to find. I just want to make sure he's all right. He's still alive. Don't worry about it. Let me turn you over to the FBI. Okay, he goes the number to the director of the FBI and the CIA. Okay, hey, listen, man, check it out. The FBI, yeah. Hey, listen, man, I got an uncle named Al Haymon. I'm trying to find him. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. He go to this church every Sunday. Ain't nobody been able to find him though. Right? He got a company called the Premier Boxing Champions. Have you found him? No, we've been looking for him. We ain't been able to find him. The FBI gonna find him now. Okay, but let me turn you on to the CIA. Okay, yeah, CIA? Yeah. Listen, man. I know y'all got some of the most best intelligence in the world. We looking for the brother named Al Haymon. That's my uncle, right? Uncle Al. Trying to find him. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. Graduated from Harvard. He was in the music industry. He was a business advisor and boxing. Have you found him? Yeah, we ain't been able to find him, man. Like, all our research, we've been able to find him. Okay, let me turn you on to the IRS. Okay, IRS? Yeah, Al, what's going on? I'm trying to find my Uncle Al, man. I know you got to pay taxes every year. If anybody can find somebody who making a lot of money and pay taxes, is IRS. Yeah, we've been trying to find that nigga for years to get him to pay taxes, man. We ain't been able to find him, man. I'm like, so can't nobody find this nigga.
True.
Couldn't find him. Anyways. Now, according to the Shea Butter Laptop revolutionaries, the LDBC, shout out to those guys. Dante's Boxing Nation, shout out to Dante. Fag None, shout out to Fag. Boxing Shigo, shout out to him. KQKC, Mr. Choking on the Cancer Stick, Champ Side, and other pro PBC and Haymanite online channels. According to them, I was a coon and I was a sellout for speaking the truth. Yeah. So I got a good memory. I got a great memory. I don't forget. Too many videos and receipts out there. I told y'all, everybody was on the same side. I was always team fuck the other side. I started out like that. Team fuck nigga, fuck the other side. Nigga, it's me against the world. I'm a Tampa nigga. You know anything about Tampa niggas, this is how we get down. You get what I'm saying? So, so it's kind of like, I'm a Sigma male. You got alpha male and Sigmas. I'm the lone wolf type guy. I'm the nigga, you throw me in the pack of wolves, I'm gonna come back leading the pack. That's me. Very similar. It's an alpha, but it's more of a loner type guy. That's me. No, I ain't by myself. I got a whole bunch of, I got a lot of people backing me, but I'm just saying, but you get what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, as it relates to the content shit and all that stuff, that what I went through. And I'm like, okay, cool. If this what it is, this what it is. It made me better, though. It made me better. You get what I'm saying? Because I was busting their ass, dog. I was busting their ass. literally. Anyways, they called me, Ring IQ, Goodfella TV. Oh, can't forget about my man from DC, Ron Boy Fresh. Hey, yo, Mo. And Ron Boy Fresh, haters for speaking the truth. Now, what does the boxing Twitter have to say? What you got to say now? Boxing Twitter. I remember they had a Twitter account called Chicken Talk. a bunch of chicken George ass niggas just talking. He said, goddamn it, Chicken Talk. That Stephen Espinoza used to go over there. Booger Ray Leonard used to go over there. The PBC had it on lock for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. They had the media on lock for a minute. They did. They had all the YouTube channels. The biggest YouTube channels, they had them like this on lock. All the black content creators, for the most of them, they had them on lock, and everybody spoke the same message. The black ones and the Hispanic ones, they spoke the same message, and all of them came against me. CJ Goodfella and Ring IQ, they was already fighting this fight already before I came on the scene. I just came on the scene and picked up the baton and went to running with it. I kept like, okay, I see two niggas running. What I doing? I see CJ running to the left, Ring IQ running to the right. Then I see Rob Boy Fresh at the finish line. Hey, yo, Mo, watch out for the Bammers, Mo, watch out for the Bammers. So Rob Boy Fresh talking about watch out for the Bammers. Good, like they fighting a good fight. All of them fighting a good fight. Then Fred Barbershop Conversation came in there. Then he went to swinging, fighting, even though he got slapped by Kenny Porter. He didn't, but that's okay. So he was trying to swipe without getting slapped. Then I came on the scene. I say, look here, baby boy, let me get this baton. Let me show y'all how y'all supposed to be doing this shit. True. Hey, baby boy, let me get that baton, baby boy. Let me show y'all how to do this shit. See, you gotta go ether. You gotta toe tag your body bag. You gotta go ether. If you gonna do this shit, you gotta do it now. I'm built for this. I've been doing this all my life. Not all my life, all my life. I've been doing this all my life, so they don't know what the fuck they fucking with. So let me get that, baby boy. I got it. Yeah, but it's a whole bunch of them. I got it. I take care of them. Don't worry about it. I got it. This shit lightweight to me. You see what I'm saying? And I take care of it. You did. Now, a lot of those same YouTube channels, now guess what? They woke up, they have woken up from their spell. Y'all can thank me later. Thank me later. Thank me. You woken up from your spell. You stopped. A lot of them same dudes, they hated Crawford. Now some of them love him. Not all, but some of them like, it's out there, the nigga, you know what I mean? Shit. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like it all backfired on them. And I'm sitting here like, cool, Mo D. How you like me now? I'm I'm sitting there like Cool Mo D, standing on LL Cool J Kango. How you like me now? I'm like this here. This, old school like this. Sucker, sap sucker. You know, I told them suckers I ain't nothing to be playing with. What the hell they were thinking about? Coming over here talking that jibber jabber. Sounded like Mr. T. I earned the right to talk this shit, though. I earned the right to talk this shit. Hey, I ride with the AK, Spitfire. Did this nigga say he made $300 million a month? Did he say he made I make $300 million a month? You know, $300 million a month. Doing what? I'm real estate. I'm happy. I'm heavy in the real estate. I'm heavy in the real estate. No, not Mr. $300 million a month. Cool K say Fred was super PBC at first. Yeah, all of them was super PBC. All of them was. I think I would like to say I played a hand in waking them niggas up, though. I played a hand. All of them was. Hey, I'm sitting right in this. I was like, man, shit, these motherfuckers, man, these niggas, man, I'm trying to tell you, boy, all of them were, these niggas were pro, boy, they were riding hard. They were riding hard for I called them Haymonites. I got that from Rick Glazer, Haymonites. The Haymonites. That shit was a cult-like following, bro. Cult-like following. You know what I mean? But you know, sometimes, you know, I'm talented, dog. When the talent, you know, when you're more talented than everybody, it's like, man, this shit, dog, like, you know, this what y'all talking about, fam? This shit easy, fam. Yeah, man. But shit, between lawsuits, now we talk about niggas on the run, arrest warrants, lawsuits, and missing persons. Like, we gotta file a missing persons report to find Al Haymon. We need to file a missing persons report to find this dude. Is he still alive? Shout out to Summer. Is he still alive? No, for real. You know, I heard that Louis DeCubas, Sam Watson's son, and they're running the PBC. I hear that. They're running the PBC right now. Al Haymon MIA. He in Cleveland, but they don't know exactly where. They say he go to the church every Sunday, and people know where the church at. But for miraculously, when people show up to see him, he ain't there. They can't see him. They say he hide in the closet somewhere at church, listening to the service. Bro, like, I'm just saying me. I walk down the street. I go to my gym. There's people who know me who watch this show. Oh, man, I be watching you on YouTube all the time, fam. Let me get a picture with you. It's like that everywhere I go, right? Everywhere I go, for the most part. Ain't nobody seen this nigga nowhere, walked up to him. Al, what's up, Al? Oh, look at this, Al. Man, let's get a picture, Al. Let's get a... Ain't nobody did that. I just saw somebody take a selfie with Warren Buffett. He's 97 years old. Warren Buffett got billions of dollars. Way more than Al. We can go to his house right now in Nebraska. True. He said he flying under the radar. Yeah. You right. Yeah, he flying under the radar, right? Shit, when you got all these goddamn lawsuits, them white folks from Waddell and Reed looking for their money too. Them good white folks, you know, them good white folks that gave Al Haymon $500 million to start the PBC in 2015. Them good white folks. That company got bought out by an Australian company named Macquarie. You see what I'm saying? So that y'all messing with the Zamunda shit and the oppressing and the white supremacy and they're oppressing us. I said, well, shit, they just oppressed Al Haymon with 500 million. Some white folks, white company. That's some oppression right there. Shit, that's the kind of oppression I'm looking for. Yeah, nigga, oppress me, shit. You know what I mean? Oppress me. I need that. You know what I mean? You getting money out like that? Anyways. Now, as I said before, they call me every name in the book. They call me a sellout for speaking the truth. Right? Now, there's a lot that I can say about this, but I'd rather show the receipts and let them do the talking for me. This show would be a body bag today, a toe tag and body bag show. The question I have is this. If Al Haymon finessed his cash cow, Floyd Money Mayweather, out of his money, and he finessed him out of $340 million with the help of Stephen Espinoza and Showtime, imagine how much money he has stolen from fools like Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Deontay Wilder, Danny Garcia, the Charlo brothers, and Tank Davis. If the guy who all of these fighters worship, Floyd Mayweather, got robbed by the man who y'all think before you thank God, you actually think that he ain't get y'all too? There's no such thing as a selective thief. I had this one young man a long time ago, right? He came up to me. He was a thief. He came up to me and he said, oh man, I only steal from white folks. I'm stealing from white folks. Get back all the stuff they stole from us over the years. I only steal from them. I see a sweet lick. You know what I told him? I said, a wise man told me that there's no such thing as a selective thief. Anytime a thief sees an opportunity to take something that he wants, he's not going to use discernment when it comes to a person's race or nationality. The common denominator is there's something I want. And whether a black man has it in his habit or a white man have it, you're going to get it. Why? Because that's what thieves do. True. He just looked at me. Shout out to AB.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yeah, man. It is what it is, fam. Shout out to the Bronx Bomber.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
That's some reverse racism and white supremacy right there. You dig? Shout out to the face of boxing. Run, Tank, run. Do not turn yourself in, man. Represent, be a real nigga, my nigga. Make them crackers run it. Don't turn yourself in, Tank. Just listen, man. Just stay on the run, baby. Let them know. Thug it out. We thug life. Be more. Hey. Yeah. Ooh, that look good. Yeah, today's show was sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you are in the city of Tampa, download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. Foster's Barbershop is located at 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. Let them know that Coach Malachi sent you, and you will receive a 10% discount. Address is listed right here below. Let's give our sponsor, Foster, a round of applause. You know what I mean, boy? It was a rap group. It was a rap group called the Fat Boys back in the day. They made a song called "In Jail." Remember, I told y'all when you catch a felony and you violate that, when you catch a felony, that's a violation of probation. Normally, when you catch a felony violation of probation, they place a hold on you right then. But for some reason, Tank, they only gave him a $16,000 bond. But Baltimore did not put a hold on him. So now I hear he got a warrant for his arrest, for probation violation. How did he violate? By catching a felony. Right? Y'all remember that? So, it is in jail without the bail. Sitting in the county jail right now for child support, driving on a suspended license, or a missed court date, don't even trip. I made one phone call to IT bail bonds, and they had me out the same day. No judgment, no games, just real people who move fast. If you or a loved one is locked up in the city of Tampa, call IT bail bonds at 813-231-2663. IT bail bonds is located at 6201 East Hillsborough Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33610. IT bail bonds. When freedom is on the line, call IT. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Y'all know what time of TI is, man. Listen, man, we not going to play. Shout out, you know what, man? Shout out to my main man, six-figure Johnny Rice. All praises due to Al Haymon.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and sing Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
I told y'all, you got to audit. I remember I was just telling them, Father, I said, man, you got to audit those books, man. You just can't just trust that everything your advisor telling you is true and all your money going to him. You got to audit the books. Crawford tried to do that on the aeroplane. Oh, who Crawford think he is? He talking about audit the books. You ain't nobody. That what these old jigaboos said online. Who he think he is? Just trust Al Haymon. Wherever Al Haymon give you, gonna be 10 times more than what you got made from top rank. Dude just said, they were just saying dumb shit. Take whatever we give you. It's gonna be more than, bro, like these dudes. And I told Bud, I said, you gonna listen to these niggas? Which he didn't. Dudes got 2-figure net worths. Smoking on the Nick Sack of Reggie. Drinking all the cheering juicy juices. Eating all the cheering cereal. Drinking all the cheering milk. Dishes piled up in the sink. All the cheering sugar gone. Drunk all the Kool-Aid. You with the slow learner disability boxing community, the shape of the lifetime revolutionaries, and you trying to tell millionaires what they should do, how they should handle their business. You waiting on your baby mama welfare check to come home for the month. True. Let's go over here, man. Let's go over here. Let's do this. Let's go to the lawsuit first. What a lawsuit at? What a lawsuit. Let me see. I don't know what this is. Okay, cool. Here go the lawsuit right here. Let's go to the lawsuit. Now, this is TMZ. Floyd Mayweather sues Showtime. I ain't missing hundreds of millions of dollars. He said, like I said before, I'm missing hundreds of millions of dollars. No, I know you ain't missing hundreds of millions of dollars. You want to know? You want to know why he ain't missing $100 million? Because Floyd Mayweather made $300 million a month. You don't believe me? Where at? Here you go, Floyd.
How in 36 months, of course, with one of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month. But
what investment is that?
Just in real estate.
I agree. Got you.
And I'm heavy in real estate. I'm real heavy in real estate. Even though, I got my own liquid, and that means cash. For those, I break it down in layman's terms. Even though I got a lot of cash. OPM.
Okay.
OPM. You don't always have to use your money. That's why it's very important for y'all to make sure y'all keep y'all credit right.
Talk to us about
Very important.
OPM. Yeah, you're right. Al Haymon, you were using OPM, other people's money. All right, listen, this dumb ass nigga got all that money in this account that I set up for him. All right, cool. Stephen Espinoza, good looking out, dog. Good looking out, dog. You know, you helped me pull our heist over there at Golden Boy. Remember Stephen Espinoza was over there at Golden Boy? He was Golden Boy lawyer. Richard Schaefer was over there, the president of Golden Boy. Al Haymon was over there in the shadows, getting all those fighters under management contracts with him. Let's see who was over there. Tom Brown was over there. Everybody came together and plotted. Oscar was at a gay club doing the sources say he was at a gay club with a thong on. You know, he listened to the Cisco song. You know that thong. He had that thong on with no fishnet pantyhose, them black fishnet pantyhose on with the high heels and the cocaine coming out of his nose and the lipstick and the wig on while he was doing that. Al was plotting a scheme. True. Anyway, let's go. It say Floyd Mayweather sues. He said, I'm missing millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, right? It says Floyd Mayweather says he's made over $1 billion in earnings over his legendary career. So for all of you slow learner disability guys, say about us, right? Yeah, just because you earn $1 billion or over $1 billion, that doesn't mean that's what you brought home. You have something called taxes. You're going to cut that in half or more than half. You all right? Okay, just want to throw that out there now. They want to throw that out there because these shea butters don't understand it. They really don't. They're slow. They're really slow. Anyways, now, it says, matter of fact, let's blow this up a little bit more. I want y'all to see it. It says he made over $1 billion in earnings over his legendary career, but the 50-0 fighter claims all the money didn't make it back to his bank account. I beg to differ. It did. It went back to you and Al Haymon's bank account. And now he's suing Showtime, claiming they played a big role in his ex-manager screwing him out of hundreds of millions of dollars. Bro, he won't even mention Al Haymon's name. True. We know who your ex-manager is, nigga. We know who your ex-manager is, partner. Why you don't want to mention his name? Why y'all don't want to mention Al Haymon's name?
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Haymon.
You don't want to thank Al Haymon. That's what you used to do, Floyd. You know, yeah, I want to thank Al Haymon. I want to thank Al Haymon. That's what you used to do. Mayweather, y'all look at it, and now he's suing Showtime, claiming they played a role in his ex-manager screwing him out of hundreds of millions of dollars. He can't even mention Al's name, so he gotta try to get the Al through Showtime and Stephen Espinoza. He gotta go through the back door because Al Haymon got his contracts. I told you his contracts is tighter than snake ass. Yeah.
That's wrong, isn't it? That's wrong. He did nothing to you.
Al got it set up. The boy, you can't listen. You can't you can't squeeze a nickel. You can't squeeze $1 out of a nickel. Al, like, look here, baby boy. You know, listen, man. You know, I know you've been looking for me, baby. You've been looking for me, baby. Yeah. I've been looking for you. You've been looking for me, baby. But look here, baby. I'm gonna take a break right now, baby. Baby, I'm gonna take a break right now. You dig? Like right now. I'm gonna take a break right now, baby. You dig? Okay.
Now, I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
Yeah, man, you got to collectivize now. Here it go right here. It say in the lawsuit filed by Floyd in California. Floyd filed a lawsuit. He obtained by TMZ. Mayweather says he's gunning to recover hundreds of millions of dollars in the misappropriated funds and damages resulting from a long-running and elaborate scheme of financial fraud allegedly perpetrated by his longtime advisor, Al Haymon. Lord have mercy. Let's thank him, Lord. Let's thank him. 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 Matter of fact, let's go ahead and thank Al Haymon. Let's thank him, Lord. Let's thank him. Let's thank him, Lord. Let's thank him. Let's thank him, Lord. Let's thank him. Let's thank him, Lord. Let's go ahead and thank Al Haymon.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Haymon.
Yeah, you know, we got to do that now. I got to make sure I'm covered. Now, I don't want no problem. I got to make sure I thank Al first. I don't want no issues. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, we just gotta make sure everything Gucci. That's all. That's all I'm saying. We just gotta make sure everything Gucci. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I just want to make sure everything good. I don't want no problems. I want no problems. Anyway, y'all see Floyd right here with the chinchilla. He said, he say in the lawsuit, it say Floyd, Floyd sued for misappropriated funds and damages resulting from a long time running and elaborate scheme of financial fraud. Now Al Haymon got an MBA in economics from Harvard. So if there was an elaborate scheme of financial fraud, 9 times out of 10, it was concocted by the guy who got the MBA in economics from Harvard.
True.
Listen, just 9, hey, shout out to him. Just 9 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10. Floyd looking good, though. He looking good. Look like he got that chinchilla. Anyways, Showtime, he say, so basically, he say, Al Haymon, and he's claiming, and now he's claiming that Al Haymon, check this out. And now he's claiming Al Haymon got substantial participation and aid from Showtime and former Showtime Sports president Stephen Espinoza. So all fingers pointing to Al. Showtime and Espinoza are listed as defendants, while Al Haymon is not being sued. He can't sue. Nigga can't sue Al. He can't sue. Boy, Al finesse game on lock. It say Floyd claims Haymon, with whom he worked with over a decade, misappropriated a significant portion of career earnings to the tune of a whopping $340 million. And he says he did so with the help of Showtime and wait. Okay, let's stop right there. Hold on. Let's stop right there. Okay. Everything in this lawsuit, you blaming Al. You saying Al stole the money. If Al stole the money, why you ain't suing Al? Why you just can't sue Al? Like, why he can't? You blaming Al for everything. So why you just ain't going after Al? Why you get what I'm saying? Like, why you just can't go at Al? Okay, look, we know Al. Okay, Al that's the guy who you saying in the lawsuit that did all this shit, right? Okay, cool. Why you ain't going after Al? Because he can't.
True.
You know what I mean? Somebody said something about Leonard Ellaby. He said Leonard Ellaby, so Leonard Ellaby hands are clean. Of course Leonard Ellaby hands are clean.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love me.
Don't you see how clean Leonard Ellaby hands is right there? Highlight space talking about something. So Leonard Ellaby hands are clean. Yeah. He clean. He clean his hands real clean. You saw that work. You saw the hands at work. Biting his bottom lip, lowering the gaze of his eyes. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You know how you knew it was some fugazi shit going on? Y'all check this out. Do you know who Showtime's parent company is? The company that owns Showtime? It was a company called Paramount Global, now called Paramount Plus. Paramount Global shut down the boxing division of Showtime, better known as Showtime Boxing. They shut it down. Do you want to know why? Because they realized what was going on. They was losing money. Y'all remember those sources say pay-per-view numbers that Errol Spence was doing and Tank was doing and all that stuff there? The sources say pay-per-view numbers. Guess what? Them dudes weren't doing nowhere near that good at all. Because streaming was taking everything. This is why Showtime never put out the pay-per-view numbers. They never said, yeah, man, these the numbers that this pay-per-view sold. They stopped giving out pay-per-view numbers in 2015. So you don't know what was done. Then they'll send somebody to the boxing board. Yeah, man, the boxing board. They'll tell Ness to give some. Ness, because Ness, shout out to Ness, but Ness loved PBC. He loved Al Haymon to this day. Now, I'm talking about he was Lord have mercy, boy. Y'all have no idea. Yeah, Blue Bloods, all of them too now. But shout out to them. But anyway, so yeah, they'll send the word out to their different YouTube channels, and all of them will regurgitate the same message. Yeah, nigga, Spence did such and such. Tank did 250, 275. Yeah, we bowling. Well, all the while they knew the truth. Man, this shit ain't do about 100,000. Man, the streaming, the pirating, man, killing us, man. The streaming, killing us. This shit ain't do that, but we got to keep the Ponzi scheme going. Just let them slow niggas with the YouTube channels who just follow us blindly. Just let them know, goddamn it. Just put them on cold because they making money coming to our shows anyway, so they don't give a damn. But just tell them what to say. Tell them what to say, goddamn it, because we hemorrhaging right now. We hemorrhaging. True. Yeah. Anyway, hold on. Let's get back. Let's get back over here. Oh, my bad. I'm tripping. Hold on. I'm trying to get back to this doggone. It ain't doing it. What's wrong with it? What a damn lawsuit, man. This shit pissing me off. Anyway, let's get to the lawsuit. What a lawsuit at? Hold on, let's see what's up. Oh, that's 2015. All right, cool. So, anyways, y'all get the point. Y'all get the point about the lawsuit and all that shit there. Cause I don't know what the fuck going on with my computer right now. I'm trying to pull this up. Matter of fact, let's go to my history. Let's go to history. Let me see. Is this it? Nah, that ain't it. Anyway, don't worry about it. We'll get right to it. Let's go over here. Cause I want to drop some of these receipts. I do. I just want to drop some of these receipts right quick. Let's see. Let's go right there. Now, this right here, guys, let me show y'all what this is. These are some of the old videos that I did shows on this about the PBC. Contains PBC in it, and I think I gotta put the Al Haymon in the search as well. Oh, my bad. I gotta put Al Haymon in the search as well. These are videos I did over the years. A lot of these monetization was ineligible because I was really going off. I was toe tagging and body bagging right then. It was ineligible because I was using a lot of different like copyright material and stuff like that to prove my point across, right? So, PBC, shocking surprise, no partnership with the Zone. That was when the truth behind Showtime dropping the PBC. What does this mean for Canelo, Spence, Crawford, and Tank? Like I dropped all these videos. It's called receipts. This is in 2023. Let's see. Terence Crawford set the record straight. Sends message to Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia. Like I had all like this 2023. Canelo. We talk about the PBC right here. Deontay Wilder leaving the PBC over money. Espinoza denies fake news. Pay-per-view reports. That's when I had Rick Glaze on. That's 2023. Bro, when I say I got the receipts, I can pull all this up. Agent Broner tells all on why he left PBC for BOK Prime. I had Anthony Peterson on the show. At that time, let's see. All right, Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius only sold 75,000 pay-per-view buys. I broke all this down about Wallell and Reed. Wallell and Reed. I pulled up who owned Wallell and Reed, what was going on with the contract, how much money Al Haymon had. I pulled all this up. Are the rumors about the PBC and Terence Crawford true? And I pulled all this stuff up. Bro, like these are just some of the shows. Listen, this is January 3rd, 2022. Hold on. Let me pull this up. January 3rd, 2022, it says, can Al Haymon, Leonard Ellaby, and Floyd Mayweather save the PBC from sinking? ? I was talking about this then. There were those who was talking about it before me. And I showed all of this stuff. I showed when Showtime was going out of business, they were losing money. Now this very same company, Paramount, guess what they did? That not only did they dropped Showtime boxing, folded that, and now they got right back in business with Zuffa boxing. So Paramount didn't want to leave boxing. They left boxing because they were losing money. They probably realized that, damn, our president, Stephen Espinoza, funneling our good money to this nigga, Al Haymon. They shut it down only 2 years later to get right back into boxing under a different business model. Make it make sense. True. Yeah. Let's go right here. Hold on. Let's go right here. Let's blow this up. That TMZ article keep tripping, so. I showed receipts here. Back in 2015, mutual foreign troubles may negatively impact the premier boxing champions. And it was talking about, there is a boxing card on broadcast, courtesy of Al Haymon and his PBC premier boxing champions. It's almost mind-boggling. It was talking about all this stuff. Haymon is far from perfect. All this stuff there. It said a lack of media attention didn't keep Haymon from putting together a series of shows and fights on NBC, CBS, ESPN, Spike TV, and several other networks. However, they say Al Haymon, he managed to round up more than $400 million in funding from an outside investor, largely from Waddell and Reed. I broke this down on this show. Them good white folks over there gave this black man from Cleveland, Ohio, with an MBA in economics, $400 million. Boy, that's some racism, white supremacy for your ass. That's some oppression right there. And then it spoke about how the investors of Waddell and Reed looked at that as a very risky investment, and they ended up suing Al Haymon later on down the line. He got a lawsuit right now from these people. Whole lot I can drop right here, but this show will go on for 5 hours if I do that. All right here. I'll drop the link probably. Here's another one. Let's go to another. That was from 2015. Oh Lord, here go another one right here. I was dropping receipts back then. It say here you go right here. Now this article was written by Zach Arnold, November 22nd, 2017. To make our site more compatible, we'll forget all that. Talk about site compatible and all that stuff there. Let's see. Is this it right here? Oh, wait. Is this it? No, I thought this was it right here. No, this ain't it. What is this? I thought I had Uncle Al on here. I didn't have Uncle Al on there? Nah, this ain't the one. My bad, y'all. This ain't the one. Let's go to the next one. Cause I got so many goddamn receipts. Let's see. No, let's get to my receipts right here. I want to show y'all something. Let me let y'all see. Let me bring y'all over here. Y'all can't see this? No, y'all can't see it. Let me show y'all this, my receipts. Where's my bookmarks? I got a bookmark. I have a bookmark list right here. Check this out. I have a bookmark list right here where I have all the receipts, a lot of shit I talked about in my videos, about Wilder, Waddell and Reed, the lawsuits, from the PBC, the lawsuits from Waddell and Reed. I owe a lot of goddamn money to people. I told y'all I had fighters that used to call me, tell me stuff, but they couldn't talk. They got NDAs. I got so much shit over here. Let's see. We got, let me see where we at. What does a promoter do? Role of a matchmaker, the economic breakdown of boxing. I got so much shit over here, bro. Where's Al Haymon in the PBC? The WBC. Where's Waddell and Reed? Where y'all at? Where Al Haymon at? Where you at, Al? I got you. You know I got you now. The McQuarrie group, Waddell and Reed, we got that. We on that page right now. You know what? Hold on. You know what? No, let's do this. Let's go to my Gmail. Let's go to my Gmail. Here we go right here. My bad. All right, let's do that. Cause I want to finish reading this right here too. All right, here we go. Let's finish reading this before I drop these phone lines. Filed the lawsuit. Says right here, Floyd claims that Al Haymon, with whom he worked with over a decade, misappropriated a significant portion of his career earnings, to the tune of a whopping $340 million. And he says he did so with the help of Showtime and Stephen Espinoza. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for. In the lawsuit, Floyd Mayweather references several of his biggest fights, including against Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, alleging Showtime and Espinoza effectively delivered money owed to him directly into Al Haymon's hands by sending accounts essentially controlled by Al Haymon. Let's read that one more time. So what he's saying is this: he didn't get paid for the Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao fight. They probably gave him a guarantee, but remember, y'all remember the back end, the pay-per-view, the back end of the pay-per-view? You got to wait for the pay-per-view back end to kick in. He never got that. He was getting monthly installments just like Agent Brony and everybody else. I remember Floyd Mayweather did an interview, and he was bragging about, I'm still cashing checks from Pacquiao, from the Pacquiao fight. If you still cashing checks from the Pacquiao fight, fool, that means you didn't get all your money. He dripping it to you, a little bit at a time. A check here, Pacquiao fight. A check there, Pacquiao fight. A check there, Pacquiao fight. Yeah, I remember Floyd said that. Let's continue. Mayweather says that the money is still missing and unaccounted for. In the suit, Mayweather references several of his biggest fights, including Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, alleging Showtime and Espinoza effectively delivered his money, meaning gave his money to Al Haymon. Years later, after the undefeated boxer switched managers and his new team asked to see Showtime's books. Y'all know the same books that Spence wanted to see, that Terence Crawford wanted to see from the PBC. Oh man, who Crawford think he is? He a bad businessman. We don't need to see no books. Who he think he is? Fool, you gotta look at the books to make sure that everybody being on the up and up. If you being honest with me and everything is what you say it is, then you wouldn't mind me looking at the books. If they got a problem with you looking at the books, 9 times out of 10, they putting it up in you. True. This what these Shea Butters don't understand. You Shea Butter laptop revolutionaries who play skin color politics. When it comes to listen, the only color, Al Haymon, Don King, Bob Arum, Stephen Espinoza, Leonard Ellaby, guys like that, see, the only color they see is green. You see the revolutionary that's going to come save our people and represent for us. That's what you see. They see green. And if they got to fuck you over to get that money, guess what? It is what it is. True. Let's continue. It said years after the undefeated boxer switched managers. So after he got rid of Al and he got a new team, the new team asked to see the books, which Floyd claims that the network told him was lost in a flood or weren't accessible. So he wanted to see the books to see what happened to his money, and they told him that it was lost in the flood. Yeah, the flood of Al Haymon. Mayweather is suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud, conversion, and unjust enrichment. My problem I have with this lawsuit is this. If you're saying that Espinoza conspired and he aided and abetted to breach a fiduciary duty, and you filed a civil conspiracy to commit fraud, and you're adding Al Haymon in it by saying that the fraud was committed by sending your money directly to Al Haymon, why you don't have Al Haymon in the lawsuit? I mean, I know the answer to that, but I just want to, like, okay, why you ain't got him in the lawsuit? Things to make you go, let's thank Al Haymon. Let's thank him.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Haymon.
Anyways, in addition to the $340 million, Mayweather is also seeking punitive damages. Not Mr. I got my money. Not Mr. You diggity diggity dig. Not Mr. I'm flashy, I'm fly. Okay, no. Not Mr. I made $300 million a month. No. It's in addition to the $340 million, Mayweather is seeking punitive damages. It said when reached for comment, Mayweather's attorney, Bobby Cimini, predicted victory, saying Floyd is one of boxing's biggest pay-per-view draws. He generated hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue for Showtime. Mr. Mayweather now takes his fight to the courtroom to recover what he rightfully earned. So let me tell you something. He talking about something. His lawyers say we're predicting victory. Now the lawyer think he's slick. He coming out, yeah, don't worry about it, Floyd. I got victory. Because the only thing the lawyer want to do is milk this dumb nigga from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm saying when it comes to, he's good. He's smart when it comes to this. When it comes to this, when the money, but anyway, I see victory. Okay, but Showtime is owned by Paramount Global. Floyd Mayweather, you ain't got the kind of money they got. Sources say you don't know how to read. So if you don't know how to read, and if you didn't read the paperwork and you signed the contracts without reading it, you agreed to it. Al Haymon had a power of attorney over this nigga money. You agreed to it. Did you love me, baby? Yes, Al, I love you. Did you trust me, baby? Yes, Al, I trust you. I trust you, Al. I trust you. I do. Like I said before, me and you are one, Al. If they do business with you, they do business with me. Yes, baby, you know what I mean? The PBC is me and yours. We 50-50 partners. It's the PBC. I got 300 fighters. You got 300 fighters. I got 200 fighters. You got 200 fighters. If they doing business with me, they doing business with you. So whether they say they don't want to deal with you, they want to deal with me, it's like dealing with you. It's the same thing. Thank you, Al. Thank you. True, true, true. Yeah. You know what I mean? There is a such thing as the black snake. You do know that, right? So Mr. Mayweather now takes his fight to the courtroom. This is what he's accusing Al Haymon of doing. Got this Waddell and Reed thing right here. We got the board members of Waddell and Reed, these good white folks over here. See, they be talking about the race and white supremacy, right? But see, these good white folks over here, this company is called Macquarie. They bought out Waddell and Reed. But when you look at the people of Waddell and Reed, when I had the pictures up at that time, they was white too. So, these good white folks, good white folks like this gave Al Haymon $500 million. They said he had almost up to $1 billion. Good white folks. Hit it with all that 500 billion, $500 million of white supremacy. I think this woman here, she from India. She from India right here. You know what I mean? See, that's what real money look like. See, y'all think real money look like I'm courtside at the Lakers game. I got Tom Ford designer skinny jeans on. I got $2,000 Yeezys. I got $1,500 Tom Ford jeans. I got a $1,500 Gucci shirt. I'm iced out. Y'all think that's what money, y'all think that's what money is. Real money look like this. 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 This what it looks like. Then I can show you the real money on the black side, the Mexicans, the Hispanic side as well. You'll see her walking through the mall somewhere, you wouldn't even know who she is. This old regular old Becky, regular old white girl, where Becky walking through the mall. Child, I got more jewelry and ice on. This old regular old white woman. This man, she got more money than a little bit.
True.
Oh, this old ragged ass looking white man right here. Child, please, I ain't worried about that girl. Girl, I'm telling you, look how good I'm looking. Boy, look at him iced out. Boy, I'm iced out. Like, you will see him at the Lakers game courtside. Well, you know, you ain't know, who is this? Who is this? Why he sitting over there by Floyd? They don't even know what the dude is. This what the real money look like. Yo, these are the people who finance Al Haymon. Not this group, but Wild Allen Reed, and they bought the company. They bought the company from Wild. They bought on Wild Allen Reed. They bought that company. You think real money look like I'm iced out? I got a sleeve full of money on my ear. I got a sleeve full of money. I'm talking to the money. Y'all think, I'm flicking the money. I got so, y'all remember AB flicking the money? I got so much of this. I got so much, oh man, I got so much money. I got so much money. Why the real money look like that, what I just showed you? See, these entertainers are entertainers. My barber, before I drop the phone lines, I'm gonna say this. My barber dropped something on me. You know what my barber told me? He say, Malachi, I said, what's up? He say, rich people are the biggest fakers. I said, why you say that? He say, because you may think that person is, well, he didn't say rich people. He said famous people. Famous people are the biggest fakers. I said, why you say that? Because the average person who's watching me, they think that being famous equates being rich. I saw him on Love and Hip Hop, girl. He living in a nice neighborhood, girl. He got this, he got this car, he got that car. Okay, the house, if the house he making house payments on. He making mortgage payments on that. That ain't paid off. The cars, he paying $1,500 to $2,000 a month car notes, not including insurance, because he's trying to keep up with the Joneses. He's trying to live this lifestyle. He's chasing a lifestyle. And he's using his credit. You can mask wealth with credit as well in order to keep up a certain lifestyle, right? So if Floyd came out and say, yeah, I'm making $300 million a month, the slow ass flow mode, yeah, man, you heard what Floyd said? 300 million, we know he got it. He got a private jet, this and that. Like you don't know if he owned that jet. You can rent a jet and put your name on it, fam. You did know that, right? You do know that, right? You can, you write the name. You do know that, right? Social media fooled a lot of people, bro. Social media fooled a lot of people. It's the great illusion. Just imagine waking up one day and realizing you ain't got what you thought you had because you signed up with power of attorney to another man who you trusted, who you told everybody to worship. You know, you got to thank Al Haymon before you thank God. Every PBC fighter, they thank Al Haymon. From Errol Spence to the Charlos to Thurman to Sean Porter to Danny Garcia to Mikey Garcia. Floyd wasn't a PBC fighter, but the PBC was built off of his sweat equity. To take to whoever. I want to thank Al Haymon. Guess what? Are y'all thanking him now?
True.
Is you thanking him now? Six Figure Johnny thanked Al Haymon. Shout out to Six Figure Johnny. Guess what he doing now? He doing security in Las Vegas without a gun.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name the names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Hey, man, I'm going to drop these phone lines. But I'm going to do part 2 to this, because part 2 to this show, I'm going to bring all the receipts. And what I got to do, I got to go back to some of those shows I did where I did presentations, because I used to do presentations on my show. Like, literally, I'm going to show it to you chronological order. But I just want to show y'all, I've been talking about this shit since 2022. This one I was deep in the digital war online. I was going to LDBC and the Dante's Boxing Nation, and I had some, just the champ size, the Fanons, the Egos, I like Eric Labels, a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them. But guess what? Coach Malachi, I'm undefeated, boy. That's how I got them belts. Undisputed. True. That's how I got them belts.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Y'all, hold on. We got a call. All right, cool. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what up, Yamas, man? We good?
Yamas, what's going on, fam? Yeah, I'm good. I'm real good.
Nah, you see, I sent you that last night, man. I was like, oh, shit, man. That came out the blue, man.
Yeah, a lot of people sent me that, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you sending me that, though.
I know it was late, man, but I said, yo, I got some code. I hope you know what's going on with this.
Man, I was up, man. I didn't go to bed, bro. I didn't go to bed until about 3 in the morning, bro. I couldn't sleep, man. I be having insomnia, man. Like the weed ain't working no more.
That's funny, me too, man. But yo, we on the subject, man. I'm in New York City, man, and like you got multi-millionaires among us in the subways, man. Like they move. It's crazy how people move out here, man. And like yo, you seen Turkey Al-Rashid throw that event or in the middle of Times Square. Yeah. This is what the power of that real money can do for you.
Real money,
not some change, not some chicken or some chick, not some car. You know what I'm saying? They had that event, that Ring magazine shit. That shit was under the radar. I was right down there on Wall Street, man. I found out after the fact. But that venue had like hand-painted walls. I never even heard of that venue. That's some shit that like, the Wall Street dudes, the niggas pressing buttons, making hundreds of millions of dollars, man. Yeah. Like when you get exposed to that kind of money, it's just like you step back, man. They're not looking to be popular. They're not looking for fame. They don't want you to know what they got because you're going to start asking, and you know what I'm saying?
And it makes you a target. Not only that, not only for people asking, but it makes you a target to get robbed.
Yo, Coach, I've been a victim of some things like that, home invasion, shit like that, and I ain't nowhere near these motherfuckers, man. But, I was out there trying to show off and impress motherfuckers that don't like you, and all you doing is fear and jealousy, man. That's all you doing, man. And the case with Floyd, man, it always puzzled me why this dude had to show off so much. It's you could Google that shit, like Deontay said. It's a fact, and it's known that you made X, Y, and Z in your career. Why the fuck are you showing off? I don't get it, Coach.
Well,
I don't get it, man.
Well, I mean, just like with anyone else, when you make some money, you got to go show everybody you got it. But who are you trying to impress? See, this is the thing, right? I'm gonna say this in closing. Floyd Mayweather is not going to get any sympathy from the people. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Floyd Mayweather never had the hearts of the people. He shitted on the people. Floyd was very arrogant. He was very cocky. He looked down on people. But bro, like I know people who worked around Floyd. He like fucked certain people, he crossed certain people that was close to him. Floyd used to, I remember when Barack Obama was president, and there was a recession. When he took over, they had the housing market crash under the Bush era. Barack Obama took over, and then I remember Gucci created a costume, a blackface costume. historic blackface.
He brought that shit.
And so black people love Gucci, but then they got offended. I'm talking about the entertainers. They got offended, and they said we gonna boycott Gucci. And then Floyd say, Floyd said, I'm not gonna boycott Gucci. Gucci never did anything to me. He showed a video of him going into the Gucci store, dropping $200,000. Then he was throwing, y'all keep saying, y'all saying it's a recession. It ain't, but it ain't a recession for me. It ain't a recession. He was throwing money at the camera. So now if Floyd Mayweather were to just bottom out, just lose all his money, whatever, pause. If he was to do that right there, no one is going to cry out for him because he ain't Ali. You're not the people champ like Ali. People ain't going to cry out for him.
Yo, Coach, man, it's amazing because I got a close friend of mine that's like on his security team, and I ain't gonna share what he tell me because I don't get down like that. But he do a lot of reckless, careless shit as far as the gambling, as far as like keeping a lot of these women around him, and like it's just not bad for your pocket. Over time, like that shit gonna catch up to you, man. Yeah. You putting $100,000 on motherfucking over under, and don't be surprised if he get investigated as well because he's over there courtside covering his mouth talking to players. You think they don't know, motherfucker? You got X, Y, and Z on this nigga rebounds, and you in the air with your mouth, with your fucking head over your mouth, man. You better watch this step, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a perfect example. No matter how much you got, a fool will be separated from his bread, man. I got one more question before I get off, man. Yo, is he suing Haymon or Showtime or both?
He's suing. He's suing Stephen Espinoza and Showtime, but he's blaming.
Right, but not Haymon.
No, it's the craziest thing, bro. He's suing Stephen Espinoza and Showtime.
I read it.
Yeah, but he's blaming Al Haymon, saying y'all conspire with Al to steal my money because y'all sent the money to Al. So if that's the case, why you ain't suing Al? And listen, Al Haymon got that boy in the figure 4 leg lock. He can't sue him. He can't sue him.
Your coach, this is why I asked you, because I read a couple articles, and I'm like, wait, so you suing Stephen Espinoza and Showtime,
but
you're blaming Al. Right, so I'm confused, man. I'm going to sit back and enjoy the show, man. Peace and love. Thanks for my call, Coach.
Hey. Nigga suing. Nigga can't sue. Nigga can't sue. Hey, hold on. Caller, hold on. Here you go. Hey, here you go right here. Y'all want to know what's going on? Y'all want to know what's going on? This what's going on.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No, I ain't saying
Kid Capri?
I didn't say
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I tell you something. Money, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
You ain't finna be walking to Al Haymon over talking about something. I want to see the books and where my money at. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's good, bro? It's Sin from New York, man.
Sin from New York, talk to me.
Yo, I seen the headline that Floyd is going through the Matrix right now, suing cats. And it made me think of the time, because it blew minds when he said it. When he said it, I was like, that's the most sucker shit I ever heard. You remember when Floyd said, Al Haymon is my dad or my second dad? Some goofy shit like that?
Yep.
That's when I knew this nigga really worshiped money, you know what I'm saying? You meet this old man in your old age and you talking about this nigga's your second dad. That's not even some manly shit to say. I would never look the next man in the face and say, you my second dad, bro. That shit is just not happening. I have a dad, whether I fuck with him or not. That's it. I got one dad. My other dad is God, nigga. Know what I'm saying? I ain't looking no man in the face saying you my second dad. And the next thing, you familiar with Carcino?
Who?
Carcino?
Carcino, Carcino. He used to cover boxing. He used to cover boxing.
So just now when I was driving on my way home, he was covering this shit and he called I don't know the cat name, but he's the father of them two brothers that look like twins, the Watsons.
Sam Watson.
Fan Watson. He called that nigga, and when he was talking to him, homie sound like he's just completely out of the loop. And I noticed I don't see that nigga no more like that. Him or his son. So he was basically saying like when Floyd started fighting the Gaudis and the Japanese nigga in Japan, he just kind of got. Him and Floyd kind of fell back. He was saying something like that, like Floyd ain't really fucking with them too tough no more, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show, like all that thank Al Haymon shit, all that shit dried up. Like these niggas, they was just following each other. It was never organic. You know, I want to thank Al Haymon. I want to thank Al Haymon. It's like they was reading a script. And I'm gonna say this last thing before, and I'll let you go. If I don't see Floyd put that nigga Al Haymon name on that lawsuit, I'm gonna really think Al Haymon is like a real Hollywood gatekeeper ass nigga, like someone. I don't want to say Illuminati, but I'm talking like niggas that's heavily connected. Like you don't want to play with them, cause homie's already mysterious, and you're suing Showtime. You claiming your manager a shiesty, but you're not suing Al Haymon. Like why? Like, that shit just don't make no sense to me. You're not suing the motherfucker that handled your money and shit like that. The nigga that you basically put on the map for all these young niggas to pursue. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm gonna sign off here, man. Now, you gave me the Jeopardy music, man.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, y'all got to land them planes, man. Yeah, y'all got to land them planes. Y'all go to repeating the same stuff. It's all right. I know y'all done ran out of stuff to say. So, yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, that's just reality to the situation, fam. That's reality to the situation. Like, you know, again, as I said before, man, like y'all gotta okay. There's a time and a place for everything, right? When it come to business, you have to take skin color out of it. When it come to business. You don't make business decisions based upon whether someone looks like you or not. Doggone, hold on, caller, hold on. Oscar De La Hoya Mexican, Canelo Alvarez Mexican, and Canelo ended up suing Oscar De La Hoya. Oh man, wait, no, there ain't no such thing as a Mexican that'll rob another Mexican or do something nefarious to another Mexican, because that just don't happen to them. No, he saw an opportunity to steal. Oscar's a cokehead. That's everything you know right there. He defaulted. He owed money. He defaulted on a building or some property or space he had in Los Angeles. Owed $23 million. He skipped out on that. But according to Celebrity net worth, he said he got a net worth of $200 million. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something about how that works too. Like with Forbes and all that stuff there, you can pay to get a high net worth from that. Like if you're a celebrity like a Jay-Z or whatever, or you someone like whoever, I'm just saying, you got money, you can get in contact with the people who run those sites and be like, yeah, man, you know, I need you to, you know, I made this, I made that, you know, I need you to throw that in there too. And, you know, you can get that thing like that ain't etched in stone. I hope y'all know that. It's like box rec. You can go in the box rec and get something. You get what I'm saying? You know, it's just something like that. I'm just telling. I'm telling what I know now. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Yes, sir. Hey, if Floyd is nervous about going broke, all he needs to do is sell that skyscraper he owns in New York, which I still don't know where it's at, to be honest with you. Hey, Coach, I remember how you know how those motherfuckers are coming at you from all angles, you know, trying to disrupt your show, copying for Al Haymon and the PBC. You don't see them no more, bro. One by one, you know, you force them to disappear, and you were fucking them up, man, every day, bro. You know, but one thing, I bet they won't call in today. Feel me? But you know, it makes sense to me now that you know, Al Haymon is nowhere to be found. He was probably planning this all along. I hear the mafia is looking for him. The FBI is looking for him. Now Floyd, hey man, listen, bro. You trusted the man. You call him your daddy or said that. I remember that too. I remember that shit. But you know, and I'll tell you another thing, Coach. If Al really did this to Floyd, you best believe he did it to everybody else, man. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. He did it to everybody else. Bro, he got these dudes money. You know, he giving them, they getting, bro, like the back end money. Like Canelo was smart. Yeah. Canelo and Crawford was smart. They're like, no, we ain't doing that. Now what we gonna do? This how my deal gonna be structured. I ain't even dealing with you on that. What I'm doing, I'm fighting him. My shit was with me. I mean, you, them, it's Showtime. It's with me, it's Showtime, and I'm fighting your fighter right here. It is what it is, and my lawyers is tight. You know what I mean? You ain't finna get me in that deal. So Crawford got all his money, pay-per-view money, all that. He ended up getting all that. Now Spence, I don't know. I can't say, you know what I mean? Because if he got the same, if Al, because they trusting Al too much. Call Al, if Al handling y'all money like that, and Al set up a special account that y'all money go in, and he take it in. I'm your advisor. I'm your advisor. I'm advising you to put your money in this bank account that I have control over. Oh, also I'm advising you to use this attorney that worked for me. Also, I'm advising you need an accountant. I got a CPA you can use that worked for me too. So I'm advising you to do that. You know what I mean? Oh man, we love Al. Al, we ain't got nothing to worry about. Al gonna make sure we straight. Yeah, that's what Floyd thought too.
Hey, and another, Al, coach, Adrian Broner, remember he tried to tell us. You feel me? He tried to tell us, bro. Like he knew what the PBC was going. You know, and bro, and I'm gonna say this about Brandon Broner, and I'm out. You know, every time I see him, he's either drunk or he looks like he on drugs. But when he started talking about that shit, Al Haymon and his company, he wasn't capping, bro. He wasn't making that shit up, bro. So Floyd, cut back on your expenses, and hey, man, good luck. That's my call, coach.
Salute, fam. Yeah, man, you know what I mean. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I want to show y'all this. Oh, I want to show y'all this right here. See, I know Floyd hurt by this one, but this hurts. I'm gonna show y'all something. Y'all want to see something? That man made a lot of money. Now, when people say you made something, that don't mean that's what you brought home. I want y'all to understand that. How much you made? I made $10 million. How much you brought home? Oh, shit. Well, yeah, I think I brought home about half of that. Because I put you in the, well, yeah, that'll put you in like the 39, 38, 39, 40% tax bracket. That kind of money. So you figure, you make 10 million, you're going to bring home 6, something like that. 100 million, that's going to be like 60 million. Off the top. You do know that you ain't bringing all that home. You do know that, right? You do know that you made 100 million. That mean that you got to spend that whole 100 million and you ain't got everything cool. You do know that, right? Just want to throw that out there. But I want to show y'all something. Nick Sachs don't know that. They don't. It said, what's the economic breakdown of a boxing purse? There are hundreds. It said, here you go right here. It's uneven, unfair, and for most fighters, very uncertain. Y'all need to see what you're dealing with. There are $100,000 purses, also known as handbags. And then there are boxing purses. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me do this, because this is too big. Okay, here we go. It said, and then there are boxing purses. It said, in the case of Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, this purse was reportedly worth up to. Doesn't necessarily mean 500,000. It say up to 500 million. So that could have been 450, whatever. Let's do the math on that. And Manny Pacquiao fought these Nick Sachs, nigga Floyd them, and Manny, they generated 500 million. 300 went to Floyd. Oh, these niggas are so dumb. And they were so happy as though they was getting some of the money. These pro PBC YouTube channels. And these pro PBC, their subscribers. I'm talking about low IQ, low intelligent. Slow as a Ninja Turtle. with arthritis in both knees. I'm like, fam, okay, you think Floyd just making all that and keeping everything? Well, Al ain't gonna get no money. Showtime ain't gonna get no money. Stephen Espinoza ain't gonna get no money. The IRS ain't gonna get no money. Oh, he just all that just that's just him, huh? Let's continue. There are $100,000 person, yada blah squad. That we read all that right there, right? So we just read that damn that person's worth $500 million. This was at the time of this article. In case you are unaware, a purse is just another name for prize money. As per this very old ESPN blog post, the term purse may stem from the literal older time days, you know, when they had the purse strings and all that stuff there, right? So let's go right here. Where do hundreds of millions of dollars from a boxing purse come from in the first place? According to a report by CNBC, nearly 70% of the money in the case of Mayweather and Pacquiao fight came from fans shelling out a pay-per-view for the bout. This is very important because this is very important. If let's say we're not even going to count the live gate and what Floyd guarantee is, because if you're making that kind of money, they're getting paid a low guarantee, right? We're not even going to count that because we're just going to look at the pay-per-view. 70% of the money. So I got my trusty calculator right here. So 500 million times, that's $350 million. So out of that $500 million purse, %70 of that, 70, which will be 350 mil, comes from the boxing fans buying the pay-per-view. So roughly 150 million is generated somewhere else. But that could be sponsors or whatever. I don't know, right? But no, not sponsors. That 500 million from the pay-per-view, 70% of that comes from the fans. But let's go right here. Let's continue. According to a report from CNBC, nearly 70% of the money in the case of Mayweather Pacquiao came from fans selling out pay-per-view, for a pay-per-view bout. Pay-per-view purchases will account for the biggest piece of estimated sales, with a suggested price of about $90 and a potential for $3 million, $3 million or more pay-per-view could generate $300 million. Let's stop right there. Based on a different report from New York Times, ticket sales make up another $70 million. So we got 300 mil from pay-per-view. We got another 70 mil. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. And we got another 70 mil. All right, cool. It say, based on a different report, ticket sales up to $70 million with international broadcasts rounding out the rest of the purse. So the international broadcast, that takes out, that makes up the rest of the 500 million, right? Including with the ticket sales. So you're talking about 370, and then you throw another 130 in there, 130 million in there. That probably come from international broadcast fees or whatever, right? It's that's a shit ton of money. Who gets to keep it? This is key. Who gets to keep the money? William Trillo, co-founder of acclaimed boxing blog, Pound for Pound, tells me that the purse is split between the two fighters, but that the fighter with the biggest draw gets a bigger piece of the pie. In 2017, as an example, Canelo Golovkin, it was a 55-45 split because Canelo had the bigger fan base. To that end, in the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, it was a 60-40 split, with Floyd Mayweather taking home 60% of the total purse. The split between the fighters is decided by the purse bid. Now, guess what? I think at that time, did Manny Pacquiao leave? I think he left Top Rank. I want to say Manny Pacquiao left. I'm not sure. You know what? I'm not sure. Was he still with Top Rank or not? I'm not sure. But I'm finna break this down. This is very important. I'm finna show y'all why this is important. Because you need to know where the bulk of this money going at. And it'll make you understand why Floyd Mayweather is suing. 60% of the purse in that fight came to Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. We're not even including the Conor McGregor, right? Now, the split between both fighters is decided after the purse bid, an initial step in arranging a fight. When the managers of both fighters negotiate how much each fighter is going to get paid. Who's the manager of Floyd Mayweather? Like I said before, who's the manager of Floyd Mayweather at that time? An advisor.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Haymon.
Al Haymon has the deal with Showtime. He's pretty much negotiating against himself. Because Pacquiao had to come over there. I don't know. I think, like I say, if he was still with Top Rank, so I want to say Manny Pacquiao was with Top Rank at that time. So Al Haymon negotiate the purse. How much each fighter gonna get paid? Right? How much Floyd got paid? So does each fighter then get to take home his entire percentage of the split? It said, bless you, my dear sweet child, innocent child. They asking the question because these Shea brothers did not understand this when I was explaining it to them because they slow. I told these fools, okay, Floyd made this. They thinking because they hearing what Mike Coppinger say or what Dan Rayfield say this fighter made or whatever the case may be, they actually thought that they bringing home all this astronomical amounts of money and this is a win for me because my fighter getting paid the most. No, fool. That goes for Canelo too, for you Canelo fans. Canelo made this. That ain't what he brought home. It's different for him. It's different. Oh, okay. But that's another story for another day. So let's continue. The answer to that question, so does each fighter bring home the entire percentage of this split? The answer is no. No, it's not even close. In fact, it could be argued that the U.S. government is the biggest winner of a boxing match. The good news for Mayweather and Pacquiao is that there is no income tax, no state income tax in Nevada. So like in New York and California, they got a state tax and a federal tax. You got to pay a state tax and a federal tax. Florida, we ain't got no state tax. So for tax purposes, I can never see me living in any one of those states. Just for tax purposes alone. Especially if I start making a lot of money. If I start making a lot of money, hell to the no. True. No, not if I start making a lot of money. I ain't staying there. The tax game too strong, fam. You get what I'm saying? I mean, good place to visit. Good place to maybe have a summer home or good place to visit and come. But I'm talking about live and actually work and generate economy there. No, I couldn't. I'm saying, I've been saying, okay, that's why you got all these rich billionaire companies leaving California right now. They're coming to Texas. They're coming to Florida. That's where they're going at. Texas and Florida. And you got some with the Georgia. They're going anywhere that has a friendly tax base. Nah, you know what I mean? That's business. That's just business, fam. Ain't nothing personal on that. That's business. So he said, no, it's not even close. He said the good news for Mayweather and Pacquiao is that there was no income tax in the state of Nevada. The bad news is that the federal income tax rate will be 39%, 39.6% on their prize winnings. And I told y'all that. I said that's gonna put you in the 38, 39, 40% tax bracket. That's what I said. So whatever Floyd Mayweather generated or gross, 40% of that going to Uncle Sam. I just told you that earlier. That's for you Shea brothers who don't know that. Okay? Just throw that out there. So 60% of 500 million minus 40% in taxes, that's still 180 million, which doesn't sound like a bad payday. He said, no. He said, but the fund doesn't stop there. If the guy has a manager, call Al. Al getting paid 3 ways from your black ass. What do you mean, coach? Well, he got upfront money from Wilder & Reed. He tricked that money off. Yeah. Then he was getting money from Showtime for years to fund the PBC fights. Yeah. So he got money off the top from Wilder & Reed. Okay. He getting the money before the money hit any fighter account, it go through Al Haymon first. He gonna get his cut off that. Yeah? And then whatever he give you from your money, you got to pay him his manager fee or his advisory fee on top of that. Because he gonna get his money he gonna get, you know what I mean? Well, you gross this, but this what you got left over. So I gotta get that. But Al, you got money already for Wilder & Reed. That's true. And then Stephen Espinoza put the money up and you took that, yeah. And then whatever money was left over from my fight, you gave it to me, but some of it, because you still get paying me back in, but you saying I still owe you? Yeah, you still owe me, dog. True. Gave him one of them old 360 deal record company the contracts. It said, but it doesn't stop there. If the guy has a manager or an advisor, that guy would take about 20 to 25% of what the fighter makes from that fight. Now they say Al taking a little bit less. Al taking like 15%, something like that. 10%, something like that. That's what they say now. That's what they say, you know what I mean? The promoter will make another 20, 25%. So guess what? Al Haymon is the advisor, the manager, and he's a de facto promoter. He got around the Ali Act. How he was able to do that? Well, we're going to promote the fights through Tom Brown, who is affiliated with the PBC. We're going to promote the fights through Scampton Lowis, who's affiliated with the PBC. We're going to promote the fight through Louis DeCubas, who's affiliated with the PBC. So if if they're affiliated with me, guess what? If they're affiliated with me and you making money with those promotional companies, I'm going to get a kickback on that too. True. Do you trust me, baby? Hey, shout out to the lovely Karma Serene. Do you trust me, baby? Baby, do you trust me? Do you believe in me, baby? Come on, baby. We got to fight white supremacy together, baby. They hate to see 2 black men come together and be a powerhouse like the way we are, baby. They hate that, baby. You know what I mean? You got a lot of those cools and sellouts that's hating like Coach Malachi, baby. You see what I'm saying? We doing our thing, Floyd. Floyd, you doing our thing. Like I said before, Floyd, Al, you know what I mean? Like, Al, I love you, Al. I love you, Al. That's why I always thank you.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and saying Al Haymon.
Y'all, hold on. Y'all starting to get it now? It's starting to become clear. Is it starting to become clear to you? Is it starting to become clear to you now? You starting to see it now a little bit, huh? Okay, let's go. Let's continue. The promoter would make another 20, 25%. So the advisor gonna get 20 to 25%. The promoter gonna get 20 to 25%. Of course, that doesn't even include the trainers who are likely going to get about 15% of the purse and the cut men. You know what I mean? Yada, 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 blah, this, quasi. So when you finish, he said, yikes. But these guys are still going to bring home several millions of dollars. He said, well, yes, but that's only true when we're talking about major fighters whose boxing matches appear on HBO or Showtime. As for the rest of the boxing world, well, those fighters are pretty much getting screwed by percentages. Did I not tell you guys? When y'all going to talk about there's a lot of money in boxing and everybody making a lot of money in boxing. I said everybody at the PBC getting paid. I say, no, fool. You looking at what Canelo making. You looking at what the top earners are making. The top earners are not representative of the rest of the boxing world. If you got to pay them same percentage splits to the Al Haymons, the promotional companies, the match rooms, those same percentage splits, and you a lesser known fighter who make less money, guess what? That's going to hurt you just as bad. You get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't Canelo. If you Canelo, the more money you make, the more money the government going to take from you. He made $137 million last year. He's on the Forbes list, Canelo. Highest paid boxer last year was Canelo. He had 2 fights. He made he had made $127 million, $125 million in 2 fights. William Skull and Crawford. And then he made another $12 million in endorsements. Crawford made $66 million last year in 1 fight. $60 million from Canelo and $6 million from endorsements. 40% of that going to the IRS. 40%. Let's continue. And then you add this to it. Floyd Mayweather got a gambling habit and he got a spending habit. So he got 2 things going on. He loves to spend money because he's very materialistic and he has a gambling habit. So he losing money from just buying on material things. He's losing money from gambling, and he's losing money from Al Haymon, $340 million. And he can't even sue Al Haymon. He got to sue Stephen Espinoza and Showtime. He can't even sue him because that contract to Al Haymon got on them PBC fighters is so tight. That boy from Harvard that got that MBA in economics, he knew what he was doing. He finessed them fools. And he had all these YouTube channels and started a cult-like following with this pro-PBC bullshit. And they was attacking people like me for speaking the truth. And Fred Barbershop Conversation. He was, I got to take Matt off to him. I don't fuck with the nigga, but I got to give him his props. He did tell the truth on that. Only because Al Haymon and them crossed him. Other than that, he still probably been down with that fuck shit. The Boxing Boys, same thing. Ness. Blue Blood, same thing. LDBC, 7-8, same thing. Chepside, same thing. Boston Dante, all of them was on that. Shigo, all of them was on that. Guess what? New day now. It's a new day now. Y'all still want to call Al? Y'all still worship Al Haymon? I'm still a cool Uncle Tom sellout? Just asking. True. Cause this guy right here, who y'all worship, is suing Al now.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. When I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, cause I earned that right.
You did? Y'all remember that? Yeah. Y'all remember that? Because I earned that right. This dude fell down on his knees worshiping Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd broke.
After my God, I respected you. I respect you. After my God. I respect you. After my God. Give him after my God.
You second to God, champ.
No. I didn't listen. I respect him. I'm sorry. I respect him.
Come on for the nigga pass out. Take the picture before you pass out.
Yeah, get him before he pass out.
Yeah.
Hold him up.
Yo, we gotta take this guy everywhere. Yeah. Yo, champ.
He needs air.
You need air.
He needs air. Take the picture. Take the picture before you face the picture.
That's my hero, right? That's my hero. One more.
It takes a lot to do it. All right, why are you pushing?
Don't worry about it. I got you, all right?
Yeah, anyway, let's get to these super chats, because I ain't read them. Shout out to Chico. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said Coach taking a victory lap on LDBC in them grave. He said Vindication coach, like another victory lap. This Drew from LA. Yeah, I mean, it ain't really just the LDBC. Like, again, I ain't got no issues with them anymore. Whatever issues we had, that squash. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping on them fools no more. But I just gotta let it be known. This what it was. This what was going on. It wasn't just the LDBC. It was a lot of Hispanic channels like that too. Some of these dudes, it was like a cult-like following, bro. He had these dudes like zombies. But it was those guys, they just became radicalized with it, bro. So it is what it is. But I don't destroy them fools already, so it ain't no. Shout out to Northern Small. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say, damn, coach, you need to see this new Wilder crash out. I'll post it in the chat. All right, I'll check it out. Shout out to Rick. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say Floyd. He say Pacquiao works for Top Rank and doesn't keep his money. I keep all of my money. Yeah, Floyd did say that. Also, Floyd, Showtime and Al Haymon owe me $340 million. Yes, but guess what? He's not suing Al Haymon. Ain't that something? You beat me out my money, but I'm suing somebody else. Make it make sense. Shout out to Donovan. He said I just tuned in, coach. Literally just seen Shakur get stripped. Literally just seen Shakur get stripped of his WBC title. All right, that's cool. Shout out to Chucky. Dropping that $2 super chat. He say, coach, the WBC just stripped Shakur. Yeah, I don't give a damn. Shout out to Lexus. Dropping a $2 super chat. He say Shakur don't got no power. Okay. Ask Fimo that question. Shout out to Sean. Dropping that half a dub. He say tried to Google Stephen Espinoza net worth, and you couldn't. Yeah, because he don't have it posted out there. Shout out to Dr. Paul for being a member for 41 months. Let's hit everybody with the huggy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. That's just the reality of the situation. You get what I'm saying? And I want y'all to see this here. It say, to Trillo's point, while singular fighters like Mayweather, Canelo, and Pacquiao make hundreds of millions of dollars a year, the average salary for a professional boxer is $35,584 per year, in a range that runs from $22,000 at the low end to $37,000 at the high end. I've seen a fighter's mom or girlfriend sewing a vending machine patch, a vendor's patch on a fighter's shorts just before a fight to make an extra $50. So when y'all tell me, yeah, man, they be making a lot of money in boxing. Fighters get paid a lot of money. I'll be like, you sure about that? Because you do know there's levels to this shit. You got the upper tier fighters, which are the 1%. You got the mid-tier fighters who doing pretty well. They making six figures every time they fight or whatever. And then you got the bottom rung fighters, which is most of them. Those are the fighters who fill out the undercard. You got the fighters who fill out the undercard. Those fighters. Undercard fighters don't make shit for the most part. Especially if you ain't got no name. You ain't got no kind of notoriety. You can forget it. Nigga, take what we give you. 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20. Take what we give you. You get what I'm saying?
I know you once said, hey, look, if we fight, it's going to be either 70-30, 80-20. Was that?
Man, I was. When
I said posturing, or what was that?
When did I say
that? You know, that was.
Yeah, I said it on my girl Instagram. Yeah. What's called? But I was playing. Hey, man, nobody taking no 80-20, 70-30. Yeah, I was playing. I was like, because I was like, it's gonna be 60-40, and I was like, yeah, he keep playing crazy. It's gonna be 70-30 or 80-20. But yeah, I was playing. Like I was serious about that, man. Like people can't take jokes.
And so I haven't done this in a while. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up like this though, because I ain't done this one in a while. I broke down the psychology of the modern day boxing fan online in America. I can't speak for the UK, can't speak for China, can't speak for Japan, but I can speak for the American boxing scene. I've been on Reddit posts. I'm a part of Reddit boxing groups, these Facebook boxing groups. I'm on YouTube, and I see what's going on X. And I tell you what, this is a certain group of people online. They some of them are Canelo fans, some of them are Tank Davis fans, some of them are Deontay Wilder fans, some of them are Floyd Mayweather fans, some of them are Al Haymon fans, some of them are Oscar De La Hoya fans. Like this is my synopsis of basically what I summarize, what I notice about a lot of these guys, right? 34 clear signs of a low intelligence individual, of low intelligence, right? 34 clear signs of low intelligence. You're dealing with some low IQ mofos on here. Intelligence is defined Intelligence is the ability to learn, reason, and solve problems. If you want a broader definition, then intelligence can simply be defined as how well a person uses their brain, how well one solves problems, solves the problems of life, and life is correlated with how well one uses one's brain. Let's go right here. Lack of deep understanding. Those with low intelligence can only understand things on a superficial level. Well, just imagine what had happened if Tank was to hit him like that. He'll knock him out. So we don't need to see that fight. True. Those with low intelligence can only understand things on a superficial level. They avoid trying to gain a deeper understanding of things and stick to stuff like small talk and gossip. They'll say you're an overthinker if you try to talk about something abstract to them. Shout out to Carmen Serene. Shout out to the Jessica. Shout out to Tila. Shout out to Miss Connie. Shout out to Akila. Shout out to that 90s chick. The fact is this. Reality is complex and requires you to think a lot to be able to solve problems. People who avoid deep and hard thinking can't solve hard problems. Often the hardest problems are the most important. Difficulty recognizing patterns. To understand and navigate the world effectively, you have to be a deep observer of reality. These fools are devoid of reality. No matter how much reality you put in these niggas' faces, they just can't see it. Like I told these fools, I say, fool, if you are on probation and you catch a felony, that is a violation of your probation. Now, in the state of Florida, if you do something like that, if you go to jail, they're going to put a hold on you. You're not going to get a bond because you have a probation violation hold. They call it a VOP hold. Tank caught some felonies. Florida, let him bond out. Gave him a $16,000 bond. However, his probation came out of Baltimore. I thought he transferred his probation to Florida. He didn't. The probation is still in Baltimore. He never transferred it. So Baltimore never put a violation of probation hold on him. So since Baltimore never put a hold on him, Florida was like, fuck it, let's get a nigga a bond in. Baltimore ain't put no hold on him. Now Baltimore has put a warrant out for Tank Davis arrest. So he's wanted again two times in a 6-week span. True. Run, my nigga Tank, run. Don't let him catch it, dog. Make him run it. Run, Tank, run. Anyways, these guys have difficulty recognizing patterns. To understand and navigate the world effectively, you have to be a deep observer of reality. When you observe reality deeply, you notice patterns. The patterns teach you the nature of reality. This is how I'm able to figure you fools out so well online. The ones who come from all of these big YouTube channels. The reason why I'm able to figure you out, because I noticed a pattern with y'all. All of y'all low IQs. You dumb, you stupid. You lack critical thinking skills. I recognize the pattern. That's why it was so easy for me to defeat you. Everybody get it with me. The Mexican can get it. If you low IQ, the hell with you. The black man can get it. If you low IQ, the hell with you. The white man can get it. If you low IQ, the hell with you. It don't matter to me. Nigga, I don't need your friendship. I'm good. So I noticed the pattern. That's how it was so easy. That's why it was easy to defeat y'all. You niggas is slow. You ain't even on my level. I gotta dumb this shit down just to be able to feed this shit to these slow ass niggas. But anyways, let's continue. I noticed the patterns. When you understand the nature of reality, you can solve the problems that exist in that reality. People with low intelligence either fail to notice patterns or ignore them altogether. Another sign of low intelligence, black and white thinking. Low intelligence people are masters of black and white thinking. They only seem to think in terms of opposites, ignoring the gray areas in between. Reality is too complex to be interpreted only in opposites. As a result, they tend to simplify everything. Well, ain't nobody complaining at the PBC. They just simplified. But dude, just because they ain't complaining don't mean they don't have a gripe. You got people who work on the job. They may not complain to the supervisor. They might not complain to the manager, but it don't mean they don't have a complaint. They may not complain to the supervisor because they're afraid they're gonna ruffle some feathers and lose their jobs. But it don't mean they don't have a complaint. But I digress. They simplify everything, right? Let's go right here. Jumping to conclusions, the inability to strategize and plan, poor decision-making, unrealistic thinkers. People with low intelligence are either positive or negative thinkers. The problem with those styles of thinking is that they can make you biased. Intelligent people are more realistic. Why? Because they use critical thinking skills. They're not caught up in trying to see things from their lens, either positive or negatively. Remember I told you guys what confirmation bias is? When you have critical thinking skills, a lot of these niggas suffer from confirmation bias. Listen, it was signs was there that Al Haymon was stealing from these dumbass niggas, but guess what? These fools online didn't want to see it. They only saw what they wanted to see because they only wanted to see what confirmed what they already wanted to believe. He our leader. He gonna lead us to Zamunda. We gonna take down the white man. You gonna take down the white man? Yeah, but he worked with the white man. The white man gave the nigga $500 million. You think the white man gonna give a black man $500 million to finance a revolution to overthrow him? Yeah. Okay. True. Whoa, these niggas is slow. God damn what they feed these niggas, boy. They can't be that goddamn slow. Anyways, low adaptability. They can't adapt. Resistance to feedback. They don't like feedback. Uninterested in learning. They don't like to learn. Why? Because they are closed-minded. They lack critical thinking skills. Let's stop right there. Critical thinking is difficult because it goes against what's easy for the mind to do. The mind assimilates information as beliefs and then confirms those beliefs. So basically, the mind assimilates information as beliefs, and then they look for stuff to confirm what they want to believe, i.e. the classic definition of confirmation bias. I can show you the truth, but they don't want to see the truth. Why? Because it goes against what they want to believe. Even though they know what they believe is a lie, it doesn't confirm in what they want to believe. So they would rather stick to the well dressed up lie than deal with the naked truth. True. This is Deontay Wilder as well. It say the mind assimilates information as beliefs and then confirms those beliefs. That's easy to do. Testing the validity of those beliefs takes up significant mental energy. And I told y'all I used to be very closed-minded like that myself. And I had to challenge everything that I was taught, everything that I was learned, and I had to reprogram my thinking. I used critical thinking skills to reshape my thinking and my thought process on life. That's very difficult to do, but I did it successfully by the grace of God. Testing the validity of those beliefs takes up significant mental energy. Yet it is the only way to get closer to the truth. These dudes never wanted the truth. Unwillingness to change beliefs in light of new evidence that contradicts those beliefs is a sign of low intelligence. So once I understood that, that's how I was able to slap you fools around. When I say fools, I'm talking about the ones who've been shitting on me all these years. Once I understood that, I said, oh, this shit easy. That's how I was able to destroy the LDBC. I was able to destroy Dante's Boxing Nation and the Arkeys. I was able to destroy that cult-like mentality. When I say destroy them, I don't mean like do physical harm or destroy their channels. I'm saying I destroyed the myth of those fools. I did. I had to be the one to do it, though. I had to be me to do it. I destroyed the whole grip that they had on the psyche of the boxing world online. I'm the one who came through and broke all that up. I broke it up with the Hispanics, the whites, the Asians, the blacks. I broke all that up. I did that. Literally. Went to war digitally. Not in real life, you know. And you ain't gonna see these niggas nowhere in real life. I done been to a whole lot of cities. Well, you don't see them nowhere. I told y'all, I'm everywhere. You never there. The tough guys. I ain't seen no tough guys. And the one tough guy I did see, we cool right now. He offered to buy me a drink.
True.
We gonna run over a little bit. Well, phone lines is back open. I just wanted to drop that just to show y'all. Y'all can call the show. Phone lines open right now. We gonna rock out for another 20 minutes and then we gonna wrap it up. Yeah, man. So that's it. The phone line strolling at the bottom. So that's how I broke that up. I gave y'all the secret to what I did. Once you understand the nature of something, it's very, very easy to destroy them. Because the only thing they're going to come with, you a coon, you a sellout, you an Uncle Tom, drop the Addy, I got shooters, you better not come to the fight, demon face emoji, gun emoji. It's rinse and repeat all over again.
True.
I'm like, shit, if that's all you niggas got, then this shit easy. This shit easy. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Sir Senior from North Carolina.
I couldn't hear your name. Say it again.
Oh, it's Sir Senior from North Carolina.
Sir Senior, talk to me.
So, Coach, are you telling me that us Buddy has been right the whole time? That Bud is actually the smart businessman who's on the Forbes list, who's beating all the PBC fighters in and out the ring, and that when you call Al, it goes to a disconnected number?
Hey man, I mean, you know it is, man. It is what it is, man. I know. For me, I've been dropping it since 2022. I have, and there are those like CJ Goodfella, Ring IQ. There's a few Fred Barbershop Conversations. Got to throw him in there too. Cause Fred was dropping neutron bombs. You know, because Al Haymon turned on him. So they was them dudes been dropping it. I was just a nail. I was just a nail in the coffin. That's all I was.
Well, salute to you, Coach, for not giving up the fight. It's a handful of them that, turn sides or ran, shut their channels down. And I'm not talking about the ones that owe people money. I'm talking about the ones who was, on the right side, but they went to the remember the Kumbaya dinner that they had, not the one that Bill Haney did, the one before that, at the Ropes Motel. And then they got bought out that way. But salute to you, Coach.
All right, salute, fam.
A good fight, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I ain't got to fight it no more. The fight, I won the fight. It's over. Yeah, it ain't nothing to fight no more. It's over. It's a whole new day in boxing right now. A whole new regime. Al done. Oscar De La Hoya done. Top rank, they might be done. It's a whole new regime here. It's a whole new era now. So I don't did all that. I don't exterminated all of the cockroaches. I took out all of the cockroaches. You had dudes who had the hammer, and they had the hammer, and they put up the good fight. They threw these clowns in the coffin. I was the hammer and the nail. I was the one that was boom, boom. So when I got here, they were trying to get out. Then all of them rushed me, and one by one, I was digging ditches. I got that from Karma Serene. Shout out to Karma Serene. Karma Serene told me this. She, I ain't gonna lie, this is diabolical right here, boy. I ain't never heard no shit like this here, boy. Like Karma Serene came with some shit. She say, boy, she said this shit in 2021. I ain't never forgot that. That shit was so profound. Call her, hold on. She say, honey, cause I was talking about how. Call her, hold on. Cause I was talking about, look, man, these motherfuckers keep coming over here fucking with me, that bullshit. I said, I went scorched earth on all these niggas, right? She say, look, honey. She said, when they go low, I dig a ditch. I got that from her, and I told her, I said, you know what? I'm gonna use that. I've been using it ever since. When they go low, I dig a ditch. I'm digging ditches. You know what I mean? So I'm telling like that. That's what I do. Like I'm digging ditches. Cause you got to, man. Some of these niggas, man, they make you do it. You got to go to the extreme. I have a scorched earth policy, and I say this time and time again. You do not. If you come after me, you do not dictate my clapback. There is not a line that I won't cross. I'm telling you. When I finish, you're gonna be so angry, so upset. And listen, you did take my clap back. If you don't want the whirlwind, don't come fuck with me, dog. I'm not the one. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
H-Town T from H-Town, coach.
H-Town T, talk to me, my brother.
Coach, what Denzel told Jake in that movie Training Day when he had that shotgun in his hand? He said, I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake. Coach, no glaze. None of that. Coach, you a master at this shit, man. Like, break it. The way you broke Wilder down, you broke that nigga down to his core and then coming in here with the floor. Coach, you masterful. Like, you surgical. Like, you dropped some shit today. I was just sitting here riding like, damn, the way you broke all that shit down, Coach, you cold with this shit. I ain't gonna stay long. I know you was gonna stay over, but I just had to tell you that, man. You mean with this shit, dog. But salute to you. Salute to the chat.
Hey, man, shout out to H-Town T, man. I fuck with H-Town, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, I fuck with like H-Town, but I love Houston, bro. Houston, bro, that is a beautiful city. It's just something about Houston. I don't know what it is about. I'm like, bro, if I ever get my money the way I want it to be at, I got to get a spot in Houston. I got to get a spot in Houston. You know, I ain't going there for no bullshit. I'm just saying, like, I like the people. I like the, just the whole vibe and the energy of the city. You get what I'm saying? That's what I like. That's what I like about the city. So yeah, man. So that's the reality of the situation. Again, as I said before, whatever I went through in the past online, that's over with. That's done with. I won. Period. Hands down. There's not a question about it. You get what I'm saying? And, shout out to H-Town T, but he right. I'm very, very surgical with this shit. But I've been doing this shit a long time. I told these dudes, again, and shout out to a lot of my brothers, man, who I give a lot of game on the channel too, right? Because as I told you, I was in Lacey for 25 years. I was a lieutenant. I came out of Mosque number 47. I was taught and trained by some of the brightest minds that ever came from the womb of a black woman. I learned so much. I wasn't taught by this man, but I was around him in his hotel when he was teaching other brothers valuable lessons. And he dropped so much game, and I remember a lot of this stuff. Dr. Khalid Muhammad, he's from Houston. Minister Rahman, the guy who brought Muhammad Ali to the nation of Islam. Minister Rahman, down in Miami. Well, he's from Atlanta, but he was in Miami at the time. He was the captain of the First Resurrection. Brother Norman Muhammad out of Detroit, who taught me how to dress, taught me the suit game and the gators and all that stuff there. My grandfather from Harlem, Minister Abdul Kareem Muhammad, my captain, Captain Sam, did 12 years in Attica prison. Like, I was taught and trained by some hell of a dudes. And then just other people that, because I know a lot of older cats, and I didn't know a lot of cats that sharp that I came up on, and I remembered and learned a lot from these people. This YouTube shit ain't nothing. This lightweight. These niggas ain't on my level. This shit lightweight. I don't prove that already. I don't came in the game that was already here before I got here, dominated it, destroyed everything that came against me in it, and turned out to be right in it. And now we finna transition to the next phase of it and take it to heavenly heights. And I did it standing 10 toes down. I ain't have to D-ride. I ain't have to thank Al Haymon. I ain't have to kiss no fighter's ass. I ain't have to kiss no promoter's ass. I ain't have to kiss no reporter's ass. I ain't have to follow no boxing crews. I ain't have to say shout out to the almighty LDBC. Shout out to them dudes, but I ain't have to say that. I ain't have to pledge allegiance to Dante's Boxing Nation. I didn't have to pledge allegiance to IK TV. I didn't have to pledge allegiance to Bill Haney. I didn't have to pledge allegiance to nobody. I did it my way. I did it my way. I really don't even go on a lot of platforms anymore. If I do, I'll go on like the smaller platforms. I was on Jules today. Like, I like Jules. Jules funny than the motherfucker. He like that dude talented, bro. Like, it's just some shit that he do. I'm like, man, I wonder how he do that shit. You get what I'm saying? Because some dudes are better at things than others. Me, I'm really good at, I'm good at editing videos and stuff, but I'm really good at articulation, getting my point across. And I can do it in a sophisticated manner, or I can do it in a manner that where people can understand. Break it down to the least common denominator. I try to break things down to the least common denominator so that even a 5-year-old can understand. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I remember these clowns used to call all the time and threaten this and that. They don't even do that no more. It's like, God damn, that nigga, man, like, I done defeated them clowns for real. I'm like, damn, I'm kind of feeling bad now. They won't even come out and play no more. I buried them. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man. Shout out to the family, man. Shout out to the family, man. But it is what it is, fam. The moral of the story is this. When it comes to business, don't get caught up in skin color politics. I don't dislike my brother Al Haymon. I don't dislike Floyd Mayweather. I don't know these guys personally. But I'm gonna call it like it is. My background makes me more than qualified. It makes me more than qualified to talk about certain subject matters because of my background. And I'm very, very well diverse in thought. Because I don't experience a lot of things. I've done a lot of reading, studied a lot of things, but for the most part, I've experienced a lot of things. I approach the world from an open-minded standpoint. So it's very easy for me to receive information, process the information, and regurgitate it and follow it step by step. You get what I'm saying? And this is the last call. Caller, you got 3 minutes, man. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's KB from Montgomery.
KB from Montgomery. Talk to me.
What's going on, Coach, man? You on fire today, man. I mean, you cooking today. But I want to thank you. I want to call in personally and thank you for this short bus rider, tender dick era public service announcement. But you got these niggas, man. You got these niggas, these short bus riders, man, knocking over their finger pains, man. You speaking way over their motherfucking head. Way over their motherfucking head, man. Stall them out, Coach. Come on, cut them some slack, man. Cut them some slack, man. You're doing too much. Now, they're going to send a SWAT on your ass. But one thing you need to get, after the day, you need to get you some sponsorship from goddamn Wild Turkey, Cold Duck, and what's the other, Thunderbird? Because that shit going off, flying off the shelf right now. Because you got these motherfuckers mesmerized. And another thing too, Coach, them niggas you say, who Al Haymon? I know where his ass at. You know where he's at. And they seen him too. I know where he at. It's either Gil Scott Heron or Frankie Beverly, and he's doing goddamn boxing promoting on the side for these dumbass niggas.
Damn.
But you cooking today. You cooking today, Coach. Man. You cooking today.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
I ain't got too much to say on it, but I ain't got to say. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna land my plane. I'm gonna holler at you, Coach.
All right, salute. Shout out to KB, man. Montgomery, Alabama. Stand up. Bro, listen. Yeah, but listen. Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, dog. But that was some of the most profound. That was wisdom. She said that when they go low, I dig a ditch. That shit stuck. I ain't gonna never forget that, bro. When I leave this planet, I'm like, I'm taking that bit with me. I leave this planet. I said, God damn, that's diabolical there, boy. Do you know how diabolical that is? She said, when they go low, she going lower. I'm gonna dig a ditch. What you doing? Digging the ditch? What this pussy ass nigga going low right there? What you gonna do after you dig the ditch? That dude that's going low, yeah, I'm finna throw his ass in the ditch and cut and bury his ass. True. Yeah, I mean, that's it, man. That's it, man. Shout out to Suge Knight Cigar. He say Zuffa rubbing their hands like the Birdman. Well, you know, Zuffa didn't really have to rub their hands like the Birdman. Like the the current, I was talking to Jules today, and he was right. The current business model in America is done. It can't sustain itself anymore. It has ran its course. This is why Oscar De La Hoya, the PBC, the top rank, it's ran its course. It's over with. There's a new day. There's a new way of doing things. It's over with, fam. That's all. It doesn't mean boxing in America is over. Boxing ain't gonna never go nowhere. That's not over. It's just the way of doing business is boxing. That's over with. That's gonna slowly fade out. Cause it ain't gonna be no need for no De La Hoyas. It ain't no need for Al Haymons. There ain't no need for Bob Aarons anymore. There's a new business model and structure that's here now. The fighters just want to fight on certain fight dates. Pay them a little bit more than what they getting paid, bring them over, and then now you suck the life out of what's remaining. No Diddy, you suck the life out of what's remaining out of PBC, out of Golden Boy, out of Top Rank. The lifeblood of any promotional company is what? The fighters. If one entity got all of the money and all of the fighters are going to drift to that one entity because of the money, then guess what? You're draining the lifeblood from the promoters. They can't compete. So they don't have to rub their hands. Like the fighters, look, you going to barbecue a meal, dude, dog. What you going to get with this or you going to get with that? Y'all remember that by Black Sheep? You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. I think I get with this because this is where it's at. 10 or 11 years ago, the PBC was where it's at. Before that, before the PBC, Golden Boy was where it's at. Before that, Top Rank was where it's at. Before that, Don King Promotions is where it's at. Those days over with. It's a new day now. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Shout out to Miss Steph. Shout out to Aquila. Y'all know what it is, man. We gonna make it do what it do, man. And shout out to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
I did this one for the hood today. We did this one for the hood. I'm gonna pull up my commandments later on in the week. Cause I gotta let it be known. My channel is not for everybody. I am the only, I tell people quick, this channel ain't for everybody, fam. My channel is only for those who want the truth. If you want to follow the old way of doing shit when I came on, maybe you need to go somewhere else. I don't beg for subscribers. I'm so good at what I do that I know how to build a channel, and I have not spent one penny on building my channel. Not one penny. Because how these social media platforms work, YouTube been reaching out to me. X has been reaching out to me. TikTok has been reaching out to me. Instagram has been reaching out to me. Hey man, won't you spend some money with us, man? Promote your posts. See, the machine, how you grow in the machine, we have an organic following. Grassroots. The streets fuck with me. The streets fuck with me. How do I know? Different cities I go to. When I go to their neighborhoods and stuff like that, different cities I go to tell me that. So we got an organic fan base. Now to take it to the next level, YouTube want me to spend money with them to advertise my channel. Meaning they'll put my channel in front of more eyeballs. I may end up doing that. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. You get what I'm saying? You know, it got to make sense, but I may end up doing it. But I'm being very transparent with y'all. I haven't done it yet, but they've been hitting me for like a year or something. Man, spend money with the apps, set up your Google AdSense account. X be hitting me up. Yeah, man, you want to promote your post a little bit more, promote your post and get it out there. I don't really care about X like that. TikTok, same thing. You getting some good views on your post. Look here, man, won't you spend that's how you get in front of the algorithm right there. If y'all want to know the secret, that's how you do it. After you build an organic following, the AI on YouTube, TikTok, X will use your analytics, your data, as input to know how to target who to put your information, your content in front of. That's how that works. That's how you grow your channel fast. Just telling y'all right now. You get what I'm saying? But you know, I ain't, you know. I don't know. I'll say I might do it. I'll let y'all know. Anyways, I'm gonna give everybody a shout out, man, right after these messages. Hey man, shout out to Summer in November. Shout out to Yarmus. Phone calls. Shout out to Sean from Chicago, Sean from New York. No, Sin. Shout out to Sin from New York. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Sir Senior from North Carolina. H-Town T from H-Town, man. Shout out to H-Town T, man. KB from Montgomery. Shout out to Al Haymon. It is what it is, man. Shout out to Uncle Al. Shout out to Bishop Bullwinkle, Summer in November, Willie Sumlin. Shout out to Hitman 42, Schoolo X, man. Cool K Forever, Hollow Davis, Just So Sick. Shout out to Mika Lovem, that 90s chick, Karma Serene. I got that 90s chick and Karma Serene. Boy, them two there, boy. Boy, they hell, boy. And Summer, let's see, Summer, 90s chick. Let's see. Boy, they a motherfucker, boy. Y'all done ran Doug off the block. Listen, who else? Man, god damn, dog. Y'all done ran my nigga off the block, man. He won't even come back over here no more. Shout out to WP. 30 Montana. Yeah, Miss Connie. I think Miss Connie was here too, man. Miss Connie be wilding out sometime too, man. I think she was over here. I was, you know what? All of them, they ran Doug off the block. I was like, damn, dog, man won't even answer my calls no more. And I ain't doing that to him. He won't even answer my calls no more. Shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. Daniel. Shout out to Keisha. Let's see. Shout out to the one, Mr. Ham. Let's see who else we got in the building, man. We got Schoolo. We got my man, Yarmis. Brooklyn's in the house. Shout out to Ramon. He said, you should, coach. Yeah, you know what, Ramon? I'm thinking about it. I'll let y'all know when I do it. I'm not gonna do it now. I'll let y'all know when I do it. Probably I'll probably see like maybe around March next month sometime. I'll see. You know what I mean? Because they've been trying to get me to do it for about 2 years now, though. To be honest with you, about 2 years. You know, but that's the game. That's the game, to be honest. But I'm gonna keep y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all know me. I ain't. You know, I'm gonna just let y'all know. Get y'all the game, bro. Because I ain't about the faking and flogging. You get what I'm saying? I ain't about all that faking and flogging, dog. Shout out to Mr. T. We got Schoolo. Dodge J. The good news is you get the analytics, you get the data, so you see what's working and what's not working. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm, whatever I don't know, I look it up. You know, shout out to Miss Steph. Shout out to King Rico. Who else we got in the building, man? We got Yamas. I'm starting to see some of the same names, man. What are new names out? Oh yeah, shout out to Morpheus. Amaro. We got A-Sound T. Damn, I'm starting to see the same names, bro. Shout out to Mr. Bori. Shout out to K-Dub. He say Al K-Dub be incognito. Don't ever be seen nowhere. He's nigga Al, boy. Hey, you know what, man? Me personally, I don't hate Al Haymon. I'm like, man, listen, don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm like, man, if he was able to find some fools that he could finesse out of money while at the same time, making them think that he looking out for them and taking care of them, and even he finessed the white folks out of their money. He finessed Showtime out of their money. Everywhere he go, he finessing. So he not discriminating. One thing I say about Al Haymon, it ain't that he just robbing Floyd and all that stuff and the other fighters. It ain't just that, but it's the fact that he robbed a white man too. So Al Haymon is an equal opportunity thief. Now I know y'all gonna say, man, you better come up and apologize, coach. You better apologize. I don't work for the PBC. So I can say what the hell I want to say. That's the beautiful part about being an independent journalist like myself. I am free to say what I want to say. I don't listen. I ain't on the program. Listen, I ain't getting no money from Turkey. I would love to get some of that money, but hey, man, it is what it is. I ain't gonna beg for it. But if they come that way, I'm not gonna turn it down. I ain't getting no money from Dana White. Shout out to Dana White. I ain't getting no money from Al. Shout out to Al. I ain't getting no money from Bob. I ain't getting no money from Oscar, Matchroom. I'm free. And everything over here is organic. And guess what? All of them watch us anyways. True. I got proof of that. They watch us. I got proof of that. Shout out to Lee Smith. Hey, okay. And shout out to everybody else in the chat, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Tomorrow, man, we going live again. We gotta do something about Bill Haney. We gotta do a show on Bill Haney, man, because Bill Haney, I'm like, damn, Bill, like, and we got to do that one on Wilder. They say Wilder went off. I like Wilder, man. I wish if I could talk to Wilder and get through his thick Alabama skull and just like, fam, listen, Wilder, you gotta. I don't think there's no hope for him. But I catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto: don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.